think it's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
I gotta get my game going.
All right.
What is this? Is this hat stream? What's going on, dude?
See, this is why
I grabbed the hat today, and I'm just rocking. I was so cold.
That's fair.
It's been, I can tell you right now, it's been a minute, or it's been like freezing here. I've just been like, I'm just kind of trapped in this whole office, and like every day I'm like, it's like I'm running out of days to run the space heater, and it's
Oh yeah.
It is what it is.
All right.
What's up, everybody? It's Wednesday. Got some Granblue.
It is. We do have some Granblue. I'm very excited. We got a pretty nice bracket today. I think 40 something people. I can't remember. 42, I want to say.
I think after DQs, it turned into an even 40.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's still pretty good.
Still pretty good. And the Matcherino's already at 70. Yo, let's go.
Yeah. Dr. Sauce came in, I believe.
Let me, I updated everything. I was so excited about the intro. I forgot to update the Matcherino window, so give me a second, chat. But now you know the score to beat. It's Melty from yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. From yesterday?
Or not yesterday, Monday. You know what I meant. Dude, it all blurs together. It's basically yesterday.
Jaffiel. Yeah.
Oh, this week has been weird because like the days go fast, but the week itself feels long.
Yeah.
Yes, most definitely.
What
the hell is?
All right, so.
And if you're piping sound in, I am not getting it.
It's probably very low right now.
Okay.
That is likely the culprit. It was working yesterday, so if it stopped working.
What's the streaming is a blow up? The greatest verse passed on by our ancestors.
Dude, live streaming, like when you're like live at an event, it's even worse. I have certain cameras that only work with certain cables, even though they're the exact same cables. And I don't know why. Like literally 2 copies of the exact same cable. One only works with one camera, one only works with the other, and I have no clue. How did Uber Frame 1 get into the room before it was even made? Uber was like already here.
Really? I'm telling you right now, man. He's got the key reg on you, like just
Yeah.
My man gets your inputs 20 seconds before it does.
All right. So we're gonna have a show for you guys. We're gonna do a couple rounds from everything before top 8 and then top 8 per usual. We're gonna kick it off with Bloopy versus Dro.
We've committed to bangers only tonight, so if you're coming here looking for bad games, you might want to go to a different stream because you won't find that here.
Listen, we got this bracket crafted in just the right way to make sure that every set on stream is gonna be hot.
It's going to be incredible. Also, I just want to point out for those of you that haven't looked at the challenge yet, we have somebody named Jelly Bingus that signed up. And I'll be honest, I'm rooting for them. I don't know anything about them.
I think I know who that is, and I regret to inform you that they've already gone to losers.
Hate to see it. Who are they playing at least? Give us the info.
Oh, they have a 6 avatar, so I'm gonna go with that one.
6?
Just off I gotta, I'm thinking.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
What?
I didn't realize that Daiba was Diver when I seeded this.
Oh.
And if I had known that, that might have changed.
Well,
it happens.
It happens. It happens.
Yeah, I did not put those 2 together, so I'm really sorry.
Yeah, there's always 1 or 2 we miss. It happens. I'm not too worried about it.
The only person
All they
I've
have to do
seen
is
never
just
miss
win.
is Tool. Literally, the only person I've seen Seed that never misses is Tool. It's actually like
Never.
it's uncanny.
I'm so upset with myself.
Oh, that's how it would have been sick to. Well, we'll see what happens.
Well, it's okay. Don't worry. Yeah, Tool's got me. Tool's got the OS. Like everyone keeps changing their names, so I'm safe.
Yeah.
But-
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We got Percival, Bloopy and Dro.
Yeah, Bloopy and Dro. This is one I actually thought would be really interesting. I've played both of these players in the last couple of weeks, just seeing a little bit of how they play and like how they're coming along. And I think like in terms of a good intermediary match, this is a great place to start with.
Yeah, definitely. We've seen Bloopy stick pretty consistently with this here Zooey, and I'm kind of happy to have another Vira player in the house. So.
Yeah, so we saw like there was a really big period where we saw just a bunch of Vira players, and they all kind of dropped off.
There's still a couple left, but yeah, not nearly as many as there used to be.
We talked about it earlier. Like I really miss Tool Vira. Like that man was like. You see a lot of like stuff where it's just like I'm gonna round start EX Scarlet Oath, but that man was clean.
Oh man, we saw that in
Speaking of raw EX Scarlet Oath, Dro taking a pretty good lead in this so far. So it's okay.
I'm also playing my game right now, which was a
See,
mistake.
you're killing me.
Very sorry.
So I do like the strategy a little bit from Bloopy, just going back, kind of keep. Oh, that was super unfortunate. It gets hit by the rush there, but the Bloopy strategy of trying to keep back and just keep a distance to set up dragon traps was really good. Unfortunately, Dro just busted in with rush and it didn't work out. But Dro taking the first round of the set.
Didn't Dro just win beginner intermediate imp? I can't remember. Or was it just like they got like second or something? I remember they had a really good run.
I believe it was second.
Okay. Yeah, they were.
Yeah, every time I've seen like, there's a deep part of me that's like, I think this is a Street Fighter player I have run into at some point.
Yeah.
Because that name sounds really familiar, but on the other side, I'm just kind of like it's always that thing where I see new players and I'm like, where'd you come from?
Yeah, exactly.
And the answer for that is always the Merc video, but
there's a stunning amount of accuracy to that statement.
But Dro taking a pretty quick round 2 and going up for the first game. Like, I'm curious to see. We're seeing Bloopy take a minute, and I'm wanting to see exactly like what the. I'm curious to see like what the follow up on. Yeah, what the adjustment on that is. Not seeing a character change, but hopefully a couple seconds off is going to be just enough for Bloopy to cover.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Yeah, I do appreciate that they actually took that minute to like stop the thing instead of just rematch the way a lot of people, myself included, tend to do.
Oh no, I'm 100% like. I've had sets where something just goes marginally wrong, and it's like those are the ones that you want to take a minute, and like, no, I'm pissed. Like,
Yeah.
Beats the DP again.
Going in right now.
yeah, we're seeing a little bit more of a different. We're seeing a bit of a different kind of style and pace from Bloopy here, and I think that's a really good way to play. Doing a lot of keep out and just making sure that Dro doesn't get in to run some of the Vira offense that he wants to.
Well, that was kind of a lucky trade.
That was, but Bloopy goes for the hard call out with the meaty back rush and manages to clinch it out. That is a much different round than the first two we saw. Going ahead and getting the startup, using the EXDP to get in and create some plus frames, but Bloopy gets the dragon out now. Dro kind of breaking out of this. Like, that's one of the things is, I think when he decides to jump in and actually swing for the aggression, he's really good at getting in.
Oh
And we
my
see-
god, the DP, yeah.
Yeah, we see moments like that, and especially with Vira's DP, where if you don't know how to deal with it, it spaces itself to where it's safe.
Yeah.
You know, I would, if you verified that your opponent doesn't know what to do there, I'd throw that out at the end of like a -2 situation every time. What are you gonna do? Hit me?
That's true, yeah, it's just a free turn back.
It really is, and it's just a spot, like, it's a spot dodge punish, but it's something where, like, if your mental stack is set up in a way that it's a bit too much, it can be hard to deal with. And
Oh, goes for the cross up and steal the corner.
yeah.
Nice
Bloopy managing to
anti-air.
come back. Excellent. That's one of the things. You can't jump on her when she's charging that because she can just immediately let go and gets a pretty good anti-air. And I believe it gets a good counter hit combo off that as well if you get it deep enough.
I actually really like how Bloopy is slowing this down. He knows that they've got the life lead. No reason to rush in.
It didn't work out, but that was actually really good awareness from Bloopy right there. We saw that the dragon hit just the tail end of Dro. And Bloopy was ready to convert. Just wasn't close enough, but managed to clinch it out as she needed to.
1-1, let's go. That was a great adjustments from Bloopy. Much
Yeah,
more
that was
aggressive, I feel like.
I think one of the things that we're seeing in this set is Dro will get a really big sequence of aggression, but he's paying for it with like a lot of Vira health. Bloopy will play like a really solid keep out game and try to keep him away from just running in and getting stuff like this, getting this raw command throw. But the amount of life he's paid and the amount of life he's spent for that usually scales out in Bloopy's favor.
I really like these little micro charges from Bloopy as well, just to kind of like get a little something going with the
Absolutely.
Oh no!
Oh, nothing comes up. Unfortunately, I don't think Bloopy was ready to get the punish in there, and that is a funky punish if you're not ready for it.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I feel like that's going to be pretty heavily spacing dependent.
Excellent knowledge from Bloopy on that. Gets the backdash into the conversion and now sets up Dragon Oak. This is a really bad situation for Dro to be in, despite how strong they started.
Oh, just the wake up into buttons? Let's go, Bloopy.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, that's one of the things that I think Bloopy's gotten a lot of mileage out of, is we see kind of non-traditional Oki from Dro, and Bloopy's just ready when it looks like that meaty button isn't going to come in or isn't going to come in the way that she wants it to. But
Dude,
this is really,
I don't know how
really
Dro keeps getting all of these command grabs.
yeah, it's.
I've been on the receiving end of them from Dro as well, and I'm like, how? How? Even when I think I know it's coming, I still get got.
It's like Ladiva 5U. It's one of those things where like you kind of always have to be cognizant of it because it's bad, but it's only bad when you know it's coming. So every now and then, like, you set up a little bit of a pressure sequence, you set up something funny, and then you just get hit by it. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Or you're Alderon or Uber and you do that thing round start.
Still hits half the time. That's the scariest part.
It really is, but Bloopy showing really good defense. I like the use of Rush for the bust out, especially since she's got a little bit of meter to play with dragons, but Dro popping out. Bloopy has to be really careful now because Vira already does a pretty sizable amount of chip with her.
Oh, tried to anti-air early, and exactly what you said, getting chipped out.
Yeah, so her Honda Hands does a lot of chip on its own, and her buttons can poke and kind of harass you in a way that makes that even more scarier in Overdrive.
This is final game, final rounds. Oh my god, he gets Charlotta connects too.
Yeah, they're taking this to the limit, but Bloopy, I think that was the startup for 5U. Bloopy ready for it this time. But Dro manages to block the mix, gets out with the normal throw break, and now is immediately put back on the defensive.
Yeah, I feel like Bloopy's kind of watching when Dro does like a small micro walk on Oki and is like, oh wait, you can't immediately block in this game, right? So it's just mashing buttons on wake up.
Yeah, it's a really good. She's gotten those call-outs very successfully this entire game, and I think it's one of the things that have let her kind of retake the momentum in this. Oh, unfortunately, goes for the rush anti-air, and those are really tricky because if you're, as you saw, if you're like not at the perfect spacing, which the good spacing is not. Oh, pops out. This is a bad situation for Bloopy to be in. Oh, goes for the raw, gets hit.
No kill though.
Yeah, no kill,
Right.
unfortunately. Dro forcing a situation. Bloopy doesn't have any options to get out, and Dro takes it 2-1.
Wow. All right. Yeah, Bloopy tends to play pretty defensively in neutral, sometimes a little too defensively. It started to turn it on a little bit toward the end there, but I think Dro had already kind of found, right there.
Yeah, and the big thing right there too is Dro did accidentally. Scarlet Oath didn't get the follow-up on that, even with it. It does not get the follow-up on counter hit unless it's an EX, or sorry, unless she's an install. So I think realistically there, Dro probably could have done a button into super to clinch that out, but
Yeah.
even then, taking it to an extra interaction, still managed to clutch it out.
Who are we? Oh, we're gonna have OrijinTree and Uber up next. All right.
Yeah, this is one of the ones that me and Linux, all three of us saw this and just were like, oh, this is gonna be there's some stank on this one. I need to see some violence.
I'm gonna go play my next game before this happens because I want to see this. I'll be back.
Okay.
Real quick as well, just a reminder that we have a Matcherino for this evening. We got 22 codes left. The link is in chat. If you click it, it'll take you to this page. You click that blue button, 25 free cents. We've also got a lot of sponsor requests from Breakout Games. So you can like or sub to them on YouTube. You can also do a quick survey, and it'll put just a few free cents into the pot, but it does add up. We have stretch goals, so at 150, top 4 gets paid out, at 320, top 6, and at 660, top 8. We're basically already halfway to top 4, and we've only aired one game, so I'm very hopeful that we're at least going to hit that one.
I mean, we're doing really well. We jumped down from 21 to 17 codes pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Plus, if you guys haven't done the survey reward in here, I really think it's worth checking out. It's like usually 2 to 3 questions, and it puts a pretty sizable chunk in the pot.
It does. It's like 35 cents, I think.
Yeah, it's a lot. And then we've got some really good ones here too. The subscriber quest over here that puts like $1 in there is I misread that, but puts like a pretty decent amount in there as well. Plus we have the Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube quests as well.
So I actually haven't seen this matchup a lot.
It's bad.
I'm actually kind of surprised we didn't see the Percival come out, to be honest.
I am too, but I think it's one of the. I think Uber right here is maybe not versed or not as confident in Percival for something like this, and wants to just play it out with familiarity, even if it's maybe a little bit rough.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Sometimes like the being comfortable with the character is much more important than the actual matchup.
And after a certain point, if you want to improve, you really do have to just kind of take the L a couple times until you get comfortable in it. But I think for right now, Uber's wanting to win, so this is what we're seeing. But it's a bad spot dodge on the Karma, and immediately Origin's pressure starts. Oh, it has to be. So we saw that raw area, and Uber kind of got away with murder there. If the proper punish had happened, he would have gotten going back really far.
No way.
Goes for the jumping. He gets the anti-air. No, I'm telling you right now.
Than I thought. Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, if you see Origin get that hit or go for something, it's probably gonna work. This man is a nightmare. We're already seeing it, but Origin controlling space really well, managing to keep the life lead, but Uber's got to make a couple of really good decisions to get in and stay in.
Oh, the plus frames.
Yeah. Not seeing it really. We're not seeing. So you can traditionally roll that and get a punish on it, but Uber unfortunately wasn't ready for it. Goes for the spot dodge against the charge. Fireball
oh my god, that DP is so effective.
It's so funny. He's got like. Oh, gets the 2U call out on it. I think it was actually a really good call out there, especially from the range. Had a little bit of drag to the point that you also wouldn't get hit. So Uber making the most of it, but
yeah, the back
Origin. This is what we've seen. Uber will get started for just a second, and then either pressure will stop or like a sequence will finish, and OrijinTree is just ready to swing. We've seen it both times, and I'd say Origin is a lot more active in this matchup than most.
That's a punish.
Yeah, that's it. Goes for the super jump. It's dead.
Oh no, he drops it. He didn't get the close heavy.
I was too late, and both of them weren't ready. That was so unfortunate from from Origin, but Uber's still managing to fight out.
Chips on the table. I would just be mashing EXDP. Oh
yeah.
no!
Oh no!
Like mines, and now he's getting punished.
Oh, that was such a funny situation. Wait, no, I just realized Uber was in overdrive. He wasn't gonna get chipped.
Oh, that's right. I think Origin and I probably both had the same.
Neither of us. It's okay. Yeah. Neither of us picked up on it. So unfortunately, it's just going funny. But now we're back into it. Origin taking a pretty good first round, but I think Uber can still make this back. We've seen like he's willing to get in and actually make some good decisions with what he's in. But it's just that every time Origin does get hit or every small mistake that Uber makes, Origin's ready to capitalize on it and just immediately bust out of a situation.
Yeah,
I think that I have a sneaky suspicion that was probably supposed to be confirmed into slashes, but just did not work out.
yeah, you're kind of seeing. It feels like Origin. By the time he's already like input a move, he's like, I already know what I'm gonna do next. Like he's got the clear game plan of like anything from like EX Black Flies. Immediately, I'm gonna go into the throw. Like it's very deliberate. And it kind of feels like Uber's left, like just kind of trying to deal with everything.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think we're seeing a little bit of nervousness or maybe some connection issues from Uber as well. We saw that sequence right there where like 2 buttons and then it went into what looked like the auto combo, and we just didn't see any follow-up for it, which was really nice. But Uber taking a swing trying to get out. OrijinTree's ready for it, ready to capitalize. But
Oh, misses the link.
yeah, that
The
could have been
command
bad.
grab. Oh my god.
Grappler on grappler violence. Oh, what's the clash?
DP.
Goes for the DP.
Losing doesn't look good on me.
I was ready for it. Like I saw that clash, and I was like, they're either gonna go to like one more hit in DP, or we're gonna see a DP. It worked out.
Yeah, that was a ton of clashes. Oh my god.
And this is the thing, like when I think of Origin, it's just like in my head, it's like that flashing light of like danger, wild man, and we've seen it in how he plays here. Just a couple of like really funny situations where something would go wrong for Uber and Origin would just start swinging, and
Yeah.
it's just been a ridiculous start.
Dude, see, when I think Origin, I think of Pelican cases.
Yeah, that's the meme answer, but like
No, but it's true. It's actually because like the first major I went to, I saw Origin sitting up on the stage on a Pelican case, and I thought they just didn't have a chair for him, and I'm like, this is ridiculous.
yeah, when I was at CEO watching that, he just pulls that thing out, and I'm like, it's like him and Jan both have like unique chair choices. We've seen like Jan will go to Walmart and buy one of those like $5 fold-out camping chairs and bring it to every major and just like toss it when he's done because that's what he plays on at home, and it's just really funny. And I mean, I don't know. I'm old and my back is exploding, so like I can't get
Dude,
that tech. But like
wish
maybe they're
that-
onto something.
No, not at all, man. You give me like I want Herman Miller like chairs at every single place now. My back can't handle it. I'm too old, man. 34.
God.
I need that lumbar support.
Yeah, I've been looking for a chair because like the one I have it's getting on like 8 years now, and it's like it's still comfy, but like I'm starting to feel it. It's like that creeping feeling in the back of your neck, like your support's not there, and I'm just ready for like a new chair.
Percival.
But it's the Goldilocks thing, is like this one's too big, this one's too small, this one doesn't support my back enough. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, it is what it is. But enough about that. We have Zappy, Regale, and Chicago's own SSK. I would sit here and tell you that I have a bias because I do, but the other side of this too is I like both of these players a lot.
Yeah, Regale
I've
was
watched her-
cooking last week. I think finally broke into top 8.
Top 6
Yeah.
even. I think.
Top 6, yeah, you're right.
Regale this is one of the things that like I was really surprised by. I was just sitting in the lobby a couple of weeks ago, and you know I didn't know who this was who came in like that. And just like, oh, this Eustace is kind of nice, and I started getting cooked, and then Regale just pings me. He's like, hey man, what's going on? And I'm like, all right, well, I guess this is how it's going to be. But Regale has really leveled up quickly. I think it's but SSK. The other side of that too is SSK has been coming back as well and working pretty hard to kind of reestablish himself. He was on a pretty good arc and like developing into what I'd say is a seasoned player right before he took a break. But now you gotta put the training wheels back on, get a little bit more comfortable. But I was gonna say, speaking of comfortable, I can tell you SSK is not right there to use this pressure.
Finds our way out though. Yeah, the SSK has definitely still had some like really good moments in the last couple of weeks. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Like, it's something where, like, his fundamental skill is always going to be there, and especially with the character type, archetype he usually plays. So, oh, that was so unfortunate.
I thought that was it. All right.
Yeah, I thought that was too, and then when it didn't happen, I was like, Regale is just gonna start shooting.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like I just started blasting, and SSK managing to pull it out, but gets the punish, DP out. He's gonna put some really good space too. SSK doesn't have any stocks, but I think he's wanting to go ahead and just put on the aggression so that way he can get out, which I think is a really good idea.
Oh, kind of scary taking 5 right there. Getting stuffed, but not a huge punish. And the rush misses for the whip hit confirm. That is
Goes for the DP. Unfortunately, the invincibility is a little bit slow to kick in on that one, so Regale manages to shoot him out of it. But we've seen a couple instances where SSK will go for a funny jump in. Regale will be ready or get the EX balls out, but I don't see like I'm not seeing any kind of the unblockable stuff that normally comes up when you see that. So, but now, if anyone's in a position to make a comeback, it's Eustace with OD. This character hits so hard, and a bad interaction can go so well.
Yeah, absolutely. SSK only needs like 1 EX stab from full screen. Oh my god, we're getting so close. 1 low now is all it's going to take to close.
It really
out.
is, and like, I think Regale is just waiting to get Grenade back on stock, because then he's got a mix-up. It's like guess or die.
Yeah.
But managing to kind of work his way out of the corner. SSK is ready to dodge that grenade, but playing a little bit aggressively. I think right now, trying to force SSK would probably be best served trying to force an overextension. But I understand it. Like, you want to get in there and you want to swing. So Percy has pretty good swing buttons. You know.
True.
But
yeah, we saw what Far Heavy could do a minute ago.
Oh, that was such a good call out on the dash in.
That's awesome. Oh no, that was definitely supposed to be a rush, but no meter.
Yeah, unfortunately. And rushes, like, your meter gain is something that's like every now and then you kind of feel like you got it.
Yes.
You always want to make that like you want to make that like really good quick look up to make sure that what I'm about to do is gonna be sick. But sometimes you just like, I got enough, I feel it, and it doesn't come out.
You're only at like 25%. It's like, damn, I wasn't even close.
Yeah, this is like, huh? Oh, this is why my confirmed didn't work. What's going on here? But SSK making it to match point too pretty quickly. Goes for the command grab. This is where things are going to be interesting because SSK's brought out the command grab, especially what could be the last round. So Regale's going to have that in the back of his mind now too. Like, he's not used this. He may go for it more. And it puts on the pressure too, especially as Regale has to make really good decisions. But Regale has the corner right now. A bad grenade interaction from him just knock SSK out.
SSK, oh, trades rush right back. Yeah, good patience from SSK right there. Still has to hold all this pressure.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen the bust out from SSK yet, but I think he's
there. It is.
I say it, and then it happened. Yeah, Regale is ready. I don't think this is gonna kill, but it's gonna hurt really bad.
Yeah, it's gonna put you in throw range, and that is not a good place to be in versus Eustace. Yeah, like you said earlier, Eustace has just cracked pressure, and even outside of OD, can put some chip on you.
That character is, I think, one of the things that character does really well. Very good kind of mid-range pressure. It makes you, once grenade is on, you really have to like be smart with your defensive options, but especially once OD is on the board, he gets a really good hit confirm when you're going for the ride. And maybe I'm a little bit biased because the Eustace I play the most is Spiral, and every time he hits me, it will be optimal.
Yeah.
But I've been in situations like at CEO Taku where I watched 80% of my life just get exploited off a Eustace OD activation, and it's tilting. But Regale managing to bust out and kind of tie it up.
Yeah, we didn't see the optimal stuff there, but we did see SSK's life bar just evaporate. Just 3 quick hits in a row, you're in the corner, and you're in a bad spot.
There we go. Now we're starting to see it.
Yeah,
that's the thing, is like, you don't need spiral combos to cook with this character. They certainly help, but you can get by on the day-to-days.
Oh, love the spacing, but misses the hit confirm on the stab. Yeah, there it is. All right, take a rush. Use the easy one. Still get the good damage out of it.
Yeah, gets the stock up too. Unfortunately, Regale managing to bust out with OD. Gets the confirm. This is what I was talking about. Got the grenade on him, forced the interaction. SSK gets wrong and died for it.
Man, that's crazy. And that's a hell of a turnaround right there. Looked like SSK was going to walk away with the win with Gales on set point right now.
SSK unfortunately getting the 2-2. Yeah, that was 2-2M instead of what I'm going to assume was 2-1-4 XH. Or sorry,
Yeah.
XM. But this is in a really bad situation. But SSK can still bring this back. Percy's a character that does one button into a special and gets you or 40 lives. So you gotta be real. Like, the comeback potential is there. It's just a matter of can SSK capitalize. But unfortunately, DP. That's the unfortunate thing is like with Percy DP is it's not invincible as really as the DPs. So at a certain point, or it isn't without stocks, and so at that point, SSK it got cooked.
Yeah, Regale, man, Regale was so ready for that. And we saw SSK only go for the DP a couple times, but I think like out of the 3 times, 2 of them got baited and just got absolutely blown up for it.
Yeah, and we saw bits and pieces of changes from Regale to, early on he would get the air hit off EX ball and not really capitalize on it. But as that set went on, like we saw those adaptations we saw those conversions come in, and I think that damage range is what really pushed it in his favor.
And that was Regale's first game of the night too, you know what I mean? So that,
Oh,
that
that's
definitely could have
true.
been like at the warm-up game. Yeah, because they didn't have a round 1. Those two, well, it was both their first game, but still.
Yeah, but
Man, that's
next
hell of a
match, now we are going to Selo and .mp4, which I
Yeah.
think is going to be that.
We're gonna have a
That was-
couple Meteras on stream next. We got Selo, MP4, and then Mina Isaac. Have a nice day.
Yeah, we're.
Mina Isaac beat Rowlet?
Yeah.
Damn.
Mina's been grinding. I've been seeing them play a lot more and like asking questions and working in the chat. So it's not an unexpected response, especially considering how Percy Metera is still kind of cursed for Percy because of how well she controls some stocking up. But
Yeah. Goodness.
it happens. Like, and we've seen Rowlet make wild runs, especially from losers. So I'm excited to see her make her way through. But we've had some pretty interesting changes in the Prada or in the bracket so far. Professor Nekotech since Prada down 2-0.
Oh wow. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Trying to see if there's any other blow ups here.
I feel like we almost gotta look at losers.
Odd Toaster beat Alderon, actually. Damn, they got
That's-
yeah.
That's interesting.
Odd Toaster fresh off that beginner intermediate bracket win.
Yeah, did he win that just recent one or?
Yeah, I think it's
he
the
won
last
recently.
one.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's like a good boost of confidence. Like you have a really rough thing going. Oh, hang on here. Who put dive? Oh, okay. I was like, who put diver
Yeah.
in losers? I was like, oh, it's Axenstar, the number 1 or 2 seed. I don't remember.
Number 1.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
I should know because I seeded that, but like, every night like numbers are scary, man. I ain't no mathematician,
Versus Lancelot.
but this isn't what I thought we were gonna see. Selo
Interesting.
rocking the lance.
I did not expect this at all.
I didn't either, and I'm very excited.
I'm very excited to see this because Selo's been like picking a couple of new characters outside of the Metera, and both of them are like Selo's playstyle adapts to these characters in a way that I think is fascinating.
Yeah. Definitely fits in the balls to the wall gameplay. .mp4 knows this matchup to me, and I believe
These
yeah.
two are, if I'm not mistaken, these two are like from the same area.
Really? Oh, I thought Selo was Georgia.
No. Selo's Mexico.
Interesting.
Like the world's best Mexican connection.
It's tight.
Yeah, I know. His Wi-Fi his Wi-Fi. I'm throwing allegations out here, but Selo's internet's actually really good. But
It's high key
Yeah,
better
so-
than a lot of connections I've had in the US.
really,
right.
like
Yeah.
it is.
It is that good.
Listen, Venom. Like SoCal is just like Diet Mexico. Come on.
Damn.
I don't even think that's true. I just said it.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
But so
The tricky stuff.
I was really surprised when I saw Selo pick up Lance and Loane, and then someone let me know who he played in Street Fighter 4, and I was like, everything's starting to come together now.
Was it a Buki?
No, this man played El Fuerte.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, like the moment someone told me that, I was like, every single thing about the way this man plays fighting games makes sense now. Speaking of like making sense, man, that double 2H overhead he got in MP4 was impressive.
Yeah, MP4's offense is really solid.
He really is. I really like the OD counter OD situation there. It was just like a fun interaction, but Selo going for the run up grab, and I think that MP4 had already committed to the backdash and just gets blown up for it. So for it.
That's it.
Oh yeah, that's it. GG's.
Got it. All right. Good knowledge on the command dash up there. It can be kind of easy to miss that conversion if you like register the fireball hitting too late and try to dash up like regularly. That third hit comes mighty quick.
Yeah, that's one thing though. Selo is like, I do really love the way Selo converts. I've seen him do a lot of really funny stuff that I'm like, that shouldn't have. Oh, that worked. I really so good use of Lance Air movement to mess around with Yuel's admittedly really good anti-air, but Selo taking a pretty early lead in this. But unfortunately, doesn't get the space to you and gets cooked for it.
Yeah, MP4 has punished me doing that quite a few times, so they definitely know the range to work for with the old 2. Oh, good spot dodge on the fluff dipper. That was too close for comfort.
It doesn't help. Like, it doesn't help that I think Yuel actually has some really good buttons too. So,
oh, absolutely. I actually don't like this matchup for Lance.
I normally play Ladiva in this matchup just because I played it when it was really, really bad, and now it's just okay. But
still, that can't feel good though. Those big buttons have got to feel rugged to play around.
Yeah. So here's the actual tech. Like, someone's always going to do far M into her rushing forward special. And then I command throw them, and then they DP the next time after, and that's a 2 interaction.
That's fair. Okay, yeah, and that is absolutely how Yuel players do it. Some of them, what happens if they lead with DP though? Because that's what happens to me a lot. Is they'll DP immediately first thing to frame trap after the forward rushing one.
Command throw them again. Nice.
Right,
you know scare, I know scare.
Let's go, dude. All right.
In the immortal words of Chris Hu. But Selo taking a pretty early corner control, managing to work his way through, but unfortunately, not even before ready for it, calls out the turbulence with the DP. It's just excellent knowledge awareness, man.
Yeah, delay that a little bit too to make sure that hit. That was nice.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing I do
frame trap.
Absolutely. So one thing, we don't get to see Dot in events very often. I'm not sure exactly, like, I just don't think the schedules line up, but every time he shows up, I'm so excited to watch because he really, like, I feel like he gets a very good understanding of like what makes his character strong and how to use them.
Yeah.
And we just get to see, I don't think we get to see high level Yuel a whole lot. So I'm always excited just to like respect the hustle.
Absolutely. Very consistent too, that's the thing. Like if you're having an off day against that MP4, they're gonna make you pay for it.
Absolutely. And Yuel is like such a squirrely character in terms of she can just, you think you've got her locked down, and then she has 2 invincible reversals that you have to kind of contend with. So getting that hit and actually making sure everything kind of lines up is difficult for this character sometimes.
And then after the 3rd time they jump in on you, you start to anti-air, you get hit by the wheel in the sky. Just not a good feeling.
To be fair, like, that's probably the worst air stall of the Season 2 characters, but yeah, no, I completely understand. Like, let's not gas this thing up.
True. I mean, Lance could, so if you recognize it as Lance, you have time to manually hold turbulence and get a punish on reaction. It's very useful.
Yeah, this is one of those things the thing about this game is, like, we don't see a lot of really, like, weird matchups sometimes. Like, I can count on my hand. I think this is the first time I've seen Lance versus Yuel, which is interesting. Oh, we got a big bracket upset. I want to let this finish out, but
That's crazy. I feel like me and Dad and before play like all the time.
So you gotta imagine, like, my frame of reference is what I see on tournament.
That's
so
fair.
Yeah. You know, like, we're going to school today. I'm actually really excited to watch this, but you know, it is what it is.
That's fair. Selo finally put one up on the board here, trying to get the round. This is a set point for that MP4. Huge anti-air.
Yeah, so that first game for .MP, that first game between them was pretty kind of back and forth, but this second game has been Dodd pushing really aggressively, but I think Selo's starting to find his footing again in this match.
Sorry, my stream is freaking out.
Yeah, I need to do the same thing. I'll be right back.
So it's not just me. All right, good. Oh, man. Quick out of the corner. Oh, we're blocking again. It's like Selo found a spot to go into overdrive. Just misses the unblockable right there. Finds a hit and should be able to get Smokey in the corner. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah,
no, that's too early. That's not going to kill.
Yeah, unfortunate, but I just saw it skip to the next game, so we're tied up.
Never mind, it killed.
I mean, who knows what could have happened? There was like a good 2 seconds where he just kind of jumped around and like, well, we may never know.
We may never know. Yeah, now Selo's got a chance here. .MP4 gonna have to find a way to deal with this renewed pressure from Selo here. I like how often light Gorilla Blade is connecting in neutral too. Like significantly more risky option to do, but it's a lot faster. So you get the right read, except for worth letting it rip.
Yeah, so they both have really interesting movement options, and one thing I'm actually really curious about is like if Lance smells it out, or if Lance like gets the read on if you can Lance react directly to the 214 where she goes back, like can you just let Gorilla Blade rip on reaction and win, or are there follow-ups that it loses to?
I'm so sorry. I say that first part one more time. I got distracted.
If Yuel does 214H for the escape,
yes.
If you see the flash startup, can you react with easy input Gorilla Blade, or does she have counters that beat that?
I usually, so I believe you can do stance into the invincible thing, which has been Gorilla Blade before. I usually do 2U. If you delay 2U, it catches most follow-ups, if I remember correctly. The timing's kind of a little wacky, but
okay, that. I don't always forget his sweep exists, but I forget about just kind of how much of a can opener it is.
Yeah.
So that makes a lot more sense, and I assume you're probably at a point where it's just gonna actually connect as long as you're working with it.
Yeah, pretty much. I think there's some counterplay to it. I can't remember exactly what it is because I don't get this matchup too consistently. But Dot is definitely knows that and plays around it in a smart way, where like the times that they go for like the jump back, like I'm not ready for it to pretty consistent.
Oh, absolutely. And that's the thing, like this character is really good at overloading your mental stack. You'll have a lot of options where it's just kind of like, I'm gonna hit and run, I'm just gonna do this and do this. So unfortunately, like you have to be ready for it, and you have to be ready to call it out.
You have to be super patient too. Like this character is very much, if your opponent, you have to like recognize early, okay, is my opponent trying to throw me? If not, I'm going to sit back and wait for a mistake. Yeah. Hella. .MP4 bringing us to final game, final round.
Yeah, managing to tie it up, but we'll see where everything goes. I know everyone, there's a little bit of issues going on in the stream in terms of just quality. We're working on getting it fixed up. Just bear with us, okay? Luckily, I think is there a local recording done of this, or is this just?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm not. I think that's an if question, but I'm pretty sure it is.
Calls it out. It's starting to clean up on my end, at least from the stream side. So hopefully it's cleaning up for everyone else.
It is significantly better on my side as well.
Yeah, this is a real video game now, but Selo getting some really interesting call outs in terms of like saw the 214 there, and Selo just.
So this could be the turnaround that MP4 needs. Needs to take some space right here. Doesn't punish the Gorilla Blade, and Selo's allowed to go into overdrive. This is bad.
This is not where .MP4 wants to be, especially with how quick Lance chips. And you saw it. Selo starts swinging.
And all right, that's unfortunate. So, I'm so sorry. This is the second week in a row .MP4's got sent to losers by Lancelot. I'm sorry, Dot.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. You know, Listen, I didn't plan for this to happen. It did. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That was still a 6 set though. you could tell Dada before definitely had a very good understanding of like how to play the matchup. But kind of like you called out about Celo's playstyle earlier, like this character is just like, I don't know if it's everything Celo wants in a character, but it feels like that based on the way that like you see Celo move around the screen and just overall aggression. You know what I'm saying?
So like I'm gonna say this, and like I want to preface this with, I think Celo's Metera is like phenomenal.
Yes.
Him playing Lance the way that he does, and just playing Lance in general, I think is like, this is who you should have been playing. What's going on, dog?
That's what I'm saying. Join
like
Lance Gang.
clicks?
I can hear a little bit of clicking.
No. I meant like you think it
Oh.
like the character like clicks with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
It's another like overload your mental stack kind of character, with also a bunch of funny stuff. Kind of like Metera, minus the zoning. And I think Lance is a little easier to play because you don't have to play a zoner. You just rush down, turn your brain off, go in. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, like,
I do think Lancelot's easier to play than Metera, though.
Celo definitely has that, like, I'm gonna get in that ass level
Yeah.
Metera. Like, when he turns it up, he's turning it up, but he's just having a good time. Like, my man's just having a great time.
That's the character, then. Just play Lancelot. As long as you're not playing against Saurus. Maybe switch back to Metera for that matchup.
Some would say Ladiva too, but I wouldn't know.
Mhm.
Ladiva. It's funny how similar like Lance has to play those two matchups. But I've played against Ladiva enough to like be comfortable and just kind of like shrug off the fact when I make the wrong read, and then Seth 5 used me 3 times in a row in the corner. I mean, who's never?
Listen,
offline.
like, I'm just gonna keep it real with you. Like,
Yeah.
you didn't have to defend yourself there. That was mostly like Tega and I have like a running, like, violent argument about that matchup. And,
Oh yeah. No. It feels like I should say that Lance is advantageous in that matchup, but everything else I see as I'm playing is like, this sucks, man. What's happening?
you get Turbulence EX command grabbed once, and it's just like the fun is over now.
I have stopped having fun, and I am considering switching to Percival right now. Hell yeah.
Fun is canceled.
Oh man. What I'm trying to say, folks, is just give Lancelot a try.
We're starting to get some issues on spectating. Would
Yeah,
you prefer?
I'm gonna have you guys join the room. I'm actually gonna just
Okay.
blow it up before they even start, and I'm gonna have you guys join the room.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
alright.
I was
Yeah.
gonna offer to do that anyway, but yeah, I definitely think
Yeah,
that's the best pick
I'm
there.
just gonna blow it up before they even start.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to go about it.
I'm in agreement.
How do you want to do this, Seth? Should one of us stream to the other, or are we both just gonna hop in?
I can stream to you first,
Okay, yeah, let's give
and
that a
then
shot.
if that does not work, we will go from there.
Perfect.
Yeah,
There we go. This is how we're
hopefully
gonna make it
that'll clean it up and just make it easier. I don't know why it was and then it got better until they hit start. So, dude, oh my god.
It'd be like that Wednesday nights on Granblue, you know.
Yeah, let me.
Wednesday nights on Optimum.
I need
That's
to
yeah, you're
actually-
right.
I need to mute my game just because I do not have good audio balance on this machine. So
Man. All right, now that I've calmed down a little bit, I can tell you guys how I got eliminated 0-2 in Granblue Fantasy Versus, right? So I read the raw super from Charlotta, because Charlotta's be doing that, you know what I'm saying? So I up back. I'm like, I'll punish that, you know, no big deal. So I as I'm falling down, super recovers, and I get mashed on and die. Because that super just recovers too fast, and my jump medium just missed, and I ult out forward so fast. So
Imp, what is the room password?
It is the classic WASD.
WASD.
Thank you. All lowercase or uppercase? Or are we
All
spicy and use...
lowercase. All lowercase.
Okay. I just figured I would ask. Every now and then you get spicy and make it all uppercase, so I just wanted to know.
Remember the time you made it a different password, and you're like, nobody's gonna guess
Oh my
this.
God.
I've never made it this password before. And
Are you
Uber
able
was
to start
still in there.
spectating mid-match or no?
No.
Guys.
The room has been disbanded.
It has, because no one's giving me a second. You guys do this every single Wednesday. You start before I give you the okay. Please just wait until I say okay. Please.
Oh,
It's every Wednesday. Like, it will take longer. Just wait.
we are having a real one tonight.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully this should fix it though, so we should be in the clear.
That's okay. We're just we'll make this work. It's fine. Everything's fine. There is a lot of work that needs to go into this, and I will make sure it works. Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe. We're gonna try our hardest, and that's what we'll commit to.
Oh man.
Okay, that's what we're doing with this password, huh?
Yes, that's what we're doing with this password for now.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Got him.
I don't see this room up yet.
It's not up yet because I had to restart the game from Alt F4.
Oh God.
All right, here we go.
It'd be like that sometimes. Well, hey, while we're waiting, there's still 4 codes left in this here Matcherino. So why don't you get in that Matcherino right now and claim all 4 codes left so we could get to $150 for top 4 payout. You know what I'm saying?
Granblue consistently makes the top 4 for that, so definitely, like, let's keep the streak going, guys.
Oh my God, we just got 2 donations back to back. Yo, Dr. Sauce with another $10.
Oh wow, thank you.
And Dro with 15. Yo, thanks, fellas.
All right, it should be up if you want to hop in before I give them the new keyword.
Okay, yeah, I'm in.
The
Maybe.
ISPs trying to save me from humiliation. Happens, you know. Sorry, you're gonna be fine. You're just playing against the 6, so
Yeah,
that's not a bad matchup, right? For Metera.
Sure, everything's fine.
Fine. I've seen SenpaiSpyder play that matchup. You know, it looks fine. Oh, Neko's about to give you the tech in real time. Let's go. All right. Live coaching from Twitch chat. This is actually what I want to see.
I'm gonna politely put my foot down on that. I am not gonna wind up on a Twitter thread where someone is mad that we coach them.
What do you mean,
So,
dude? Has that been a problem in the past?
Surely that, not in this game.
Oh man! Don't block Hava, man. Topical. I love it. All right, we are finally getting into it. And already,
I want you to listen to me, all right? Just win.
Just don't get hit.
If you got hit, you lost. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's actually the rules of this. You still have to deplete Mina Isaac's life bar, but if you get clipped by an arrow, we're Alt F4ing the room again and sending you to losers. So
yeah, sorry, just getting shot. I hate to tell you.
we don't make the rules. It's just that's how it goes. So
yeah,
don't take it
like,
personally.
sorry, this is just the way things are.
SenpaiSpyder set the bar too high. Sorry, 6 players.
Oh, man.
All right. So this is actually going to be a really fun game. Mina Isaac, I am like low-key so excited to see them playing this game again. Before they took a break, this Metera was absolutely cooking. Oh, and we got the
Rare footage of 5U getting 2-aged. Oh my god. But
yeah, right.
Hava catches the attempt to bust out and now has the corner pressure. This is not where Mina wants to be.
No, that's 100% it. Close heavy counter hit starter. Yeah, cash out with the super X. More than enough.
Doesn't even need to go for the full auto combo to squeak out damage too. Just gets the kill.
Hell yeah. Nice day keeping it optimal.
Yeah, this is so Hava has definitely done a lot of research on this matchup and tried to like figure out exactly what makes it tick. We've talked about it, but all of the current Metera players have really good fundamentals against 6. So overcoming that is like a really big part of how this has to be played. But we've seen Hava make really good progress.
Yeah, we were joking about playing perfectly earlier, but like that's kind of how you have to play this, because you end up in a situation like this. But the dive kick actually connects. Oh no! Have a nice day. Should be able, carry all the way to the corner here. Now you gotta hold this.
Yeah, we're seeing. I actually really like the pressure strings and how well the Hava is just kind of controlling the corner with everything. So I'm very good use of space and very good use of like good pressure against Metera, but unfortunately, Hava getting away with murder with the 4H follow up on with the 4X follow up
You called it though. Like the conditioning game is strong right now. Oh my goodness, gets away with no punish. Oh, that was crazy scary.
Yeah, Hava's got a really good success rate on getting these, getting the wall dive in. Like we saw Mina call out like one of the early ones, and then ever since then, like he's been really consistent about just shooting them out of the sky.
Yeah, absolutely. Havaniceday still taking this first game. Oh, I thought that was going to be a massive anti-air right there. Choosing to back off.
Yeah, that could have been a bad situation, but Hava managing to turn it around. Air blocks the 2U. We see the hop from Mina and immediately gets parried into the corner, but Mina working their way out.
I like that Hava's starting to show the parry now too, just to add that one more layer of that to stack to Mina.
Absolutely, and we're seeing like some really good strike throw pressure here, especially from Hava. Like the 2L into the tick throw is a little bit, it's not tricky to do, but you got to time it just a specific way compared to the normal tick throw. But it also diversifies your pressure because you can kind of differentiate between like a 2L starter and then they try to match on it and you just explode.
Oh, there it is. Oh,
yeah, gets the 5U call out on, dive. Very good from, you know.
That's that SenpaiSpyder tech right there.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like Senpai plays this matchup so good. He's very good at playing the keep out. Very good at just controlling space and making sure that like 6 is gonna bleed a little bit to get in, and then by the time you get in, he's busting out.
Exactly.
Ooh. Speaking of busting out, Mina tries to backshift to get out, but Hava's ready, chases it down, and gets the follow up.
I'm almost surprised Hava went for like the deep run in there because Havaniceday's been playing like low-key, kind of conservative and neutral, like really just focus on containing Mina Isaac. Really focus on not overcommitting.
Yeah, easy to work in, kind of making sure, like specifically waiting for the EX upshot or the upshot to call it out, which I think is interesting. Traditionally, you'd think like, hey, I want to see. Traditionally, you'd think like, hey, I want to use this butterfly, but Hava managing to make a really good usage of it.
Yeah, upshot low-key has like a ton of recovery on it. That's if I'm like trying to get a Gorilla Blade in neutral, that's the one I'm looking for too.
Yeah, and it's kind of like fighting Fairy. You have to really pick which special you're looking to do your forward-moving special against.
Yeah.
But honestly, upshot's a really good one to do that against.
Most def. Still, Mina Isaac finds a way out. Yeah, scary little spot dodge right there. It does get punished by Havaniceday.
Yeah, it gets the 2L, 2M counter hit confirm, which sets up a really good corner position, especially for Hava. This is not where Mina wants to be right now.
It's almost worth going for a couple throws here too, especially if you can catch Mina late teching.
Not even that gets the follow-up. And that, being able to do the air fireball after rush, it's corner only unless it's like 2 or 3 characters, and even then it's kind of funky, but very good awareness and very good just managing to use balance changes to bring out the most potential for 6.
And we saw some pretty good moments from Mina Isaac right there. Match was definitely favored in Havaniceday's side, but I mean had that 5U call out on the dive kick finally after Havaniceday had been like kind of getting away with him for free. And after that, we didn't really see a lot more dive kicks. Like, Havaniceday was like, okay, you got that? Cool. I got other ways to get in. No sweat. So, love the last minute adjustment right there.
Yeah, really, like a really good turnaround from Havaniceday and showing like kind of the patience and the understanding you need to properly work in for that matchup. The big thing about Metera, and it's something that the new changes really kind of made her shine with it, is you've got to balance between 2 things. Do you want to try to get in early and stop her before she gets meter, or do you want to work your way in and then have to OS around your offense to make sure that like everything fits and everything is working, which is really important.
If at all possible, get in there first, but sometimes that just doesn't happen like that.
Absolutely.
Have a nice day saving us from having 2 Metera mirror
Yo,
matches
you know
in
what?
top 16.
No, screw
What's
that.
up?
You know how excited I am? You know how excited I am for the Metera mirror? My currently fun employed ass is gonna donate to the match Reno. That's how excited I am for the Metera mirror. I'm sick
Let's
of people
go.
always shooting this down. Metera's based. She's a sick character.
Damn, dude.
All right, listen, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like, I've tried really hard not to like lean into the Metera hate at a certain point. Like, you gotta kind of accept that it's you, not her. But if you're gonna swing this way, I'll swing right back.
Hell yeah.
I hear it about every character. Listen, if people aren't complaining about your character, you're picking the wrong
Are you even
character, man.
playing?
Exactly. Are you even playing a character?
Bro, my character was bottom 1 for like the last 6 months, and I still got people bitching. I don't want to hear it from
Well,
you.
yeah, because then they don't know the matchup, dude. That's all I
play-
want. SF6, I'm gonna play
grappler,
Lily.
too.
No, I'm gonna play all the grapplers. That's all I want. I want the grapplers.
Oh, dude.
Oh
hey.
man, yeah, I can't believe Impurest repeats the same thing he said on stream for the past 3 months again. Damn, dude, that's
You got-
crazy.
Yeah, I know. This is unfortunate, man.
I didn't see this coming. That was like that time I saw Snoop Dogg before the Super Bowl, and then I saw him smoking weed out back, and I'm like, I just don't get how he could do that. Like, why? He just like, I feel so let down right now.
Bro,
He's
he's
such a role model to me.
Bro, he's Snoop Dogg. He's got the weed plot armor. He does whatever he wants.
That's 100% true. I see nothing unfactual about that statement.
Believe in victory.
Absolutely. So we're seeing the mirror match, and I'm actually surprised. Normally we see Senpai go ahead and switch for the Uno with that. I think he's gone on record saying he doesn't really like the mirror that much, but
Lately, we've
Yeah.
been seeing the mirror though. Like, yeah, before, absolutely, like always picking Andre into the mirror, but I don't know if it's a commitment to learn it or what.
I'm not sure. I think part of it probably has to do with people learning the Honor matchup. That was definitely one of those characters where, like, I'm not saying that Senpai is, like, cheating out wins here, but, like, it's one of those characters that you definitely get to steamroll a certain amount of the population because they don't know how to fight him. So you can definitely see, like, some things change. Maybe you don't feel as comfortable in it and just go back to the tried and true. We talked about it with Uber and OrijinTree earlier, but
Yeah. Oh, blocking that anti-air, good awareness, and then not come down with a butt.
absolutely.
So I think Nekotech won this mirror last time we saw it.
Yeah, last time Nekotech was the one who went over on this one. So I'm really curious to see, like, what adaptation Senpai has and how he wants to play this. Because right now, Nekotech does have the health advantage, but Senpai's slowly working his way and getting that corner push.
Yeah, and if he can get like one or two little cheeky hits just to beat out that overdrive, or find one of his own, there we go. Perfect.
Doesn't work out for him, but I actually really love that sequence.
Yeah.
Puts himself in the corner, you think it's a bad decision, immediately ODs and pushes you out, so that way he's got a little bit of move. But Nekotech was ready with the 2H and just unfortunately did not work out for Senpai.
Oh my goodness, yeah, trade on the down arrow. That's that's the Metera mirror, absolutely.
Oh yeah, no, like your projectile hits like has like 4 hits on it, just let it rip.
Let that puppy go.
But now Senpai working his way into the corner and managing to maintain it, but Nekotech bops out, gets the close H, and now Senpai's not in a place he wants to really be in. But as I say that, he immediately busts out, like really good. It's one of the things like Senpai's ability to use his movement, his ability to just work through and identify situations where he can get out that are like non-traditional. I think he's really exceptional. He's really good at it.
And that for a long time, that was like, if you wanted to beat SenpaiSpyder, you had to prove that you had an answer to like Zephyr out of the corner, which is
Absolutely,
very
which-
specific, but nobody had an
even
answer.
Yeah, which even when you have an answer, it's still like you have to be willing to get it correctly. Like it's not
Yes.
it's not the easiest thing to do. Oh, unfortunate. Senpai went for the cross up, didn't get it, hit a little bit too shallow, and Nekotech busts out with OD.
Now, gotta worry about Chip too. Nekotech has the life lead.
Oh, gets the 2. Senpai has to be really careful though. Nekotech has meter and can bust out with SBA if he's not careful, so just has to make each hit count. And we've seen a couple of really good counter hits. I don't think they're anything that you can particularly convert off of, but at the end of it, it doesn't matter. Nekotech taking the game 1. I'm curious, are we going to see like the immediate mash in, the delay, or are we actually going to see the Uno come out?
We've seen Uno more for Shotos lately. Senpai's been playing this out, even when they went down a game to Nekotech last week, I think. Still stuck it out, but we'll see. We're seeing a pause right here, and there's the rematch. Yeah.
Believe in victory.
Absolutely. I respect the decision for you. Like, I think if you're confident in it and you think it's the right direction, I'm probably going to go ahead. Like, I can understand it. There are some people who may not agree with it, but, like, I respect the dedication and the, like, confidence to make that happen.
Oh, absolutely. Sometimes you're just feeling it, you know? Oh, I love the
Oh, gets the rush. Yeah, Senpai busting out. Eats a little bit of damage, but I honestly think that's better than taking and having to deal with the butterfly setup.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you're only taking like 20% to get out of the corner, sometimes that's worth it.
Oh, it's not even that. Like, just a small, like, a straight hit off an EX projectile is not going to be anywhere near the 20%. So, like, that,
True,
I think
yeah.
that's a really good trade compared to, like, the potential all your life that setup does.
Yeah, for sure. This is a rough spot. Finally finds a way to jump out, but no, wasn't good enough.
Nekotech has played incredibly well this matchup. Like, there's a certain level of confidence that we're seeing from her that I think is like evident in her.
Yeah, Nekotech's been grinding really hard lately. Oh, jump in to punish the butterflies. Let's go.
Senpai on the offensive gets the butterflies up. This is a setup. Goes corner to corner. This is not where Nekotech wants to be, especially now. Like, Senpai's almost got those cooldowns back up, but Nekotech busting out with OD.
And Senpai, like, usually ready to bait that too. Not ready that time.
I think the
setup.
I think the general thing there is Senpai usually tends to set up layered butterfly setups that let him kind of OS against that, and without the butterfly, it was kind of a bit more of a riskier proposition.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Oh, gets the hit. That's it. Senpai finding some life.
Finally finding a round too. This is that was much needed.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm surprised we didn't get a. I'm surprised we got the animation on that, or we didn't get the animation on that. But I digress. Senpai manages to whip that close H with Nekotech right behind him, getting away with murder right now. Nekotech, yeah, goes for the anti-air, doesn't get it. Senpai able to take a little bit of scratch damage off that and start making his way towards a comeback against this.
Yeah, definitely has a chance. Oh my God, are you kidding me? So this is. Everything Senpai does is a form of conditioning, and that is one of the things that blows my mind the most about this matchup. Is you'll watch Senpai get away with these things, and it's like
we've seen him,
but I get why you did.
We've seen Senpai get so much mileage off the like Mr. X Zephyr in the air down to the cross up jump L, and like it's one of the things that really has kind of it won him the last round, and it's set up and opened up Nekotech in this one.
It's that layered offense that like you really got to focus on building, and I think that's one of the things that puts Metera like slightly on the weaker end of the character spectrum. Like definitely not like weak anymore, but you have to. A certain amount of conditioning goes in with this character that doesn't with other characters. I feel like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and at the same time, like she does really well against like early conditioning because like you have to. Now that her meter is something you have to seriously pay attention to, it's one of those things where like. You don't want to let her get started. You don't want to let her do stuff. So that's an additional layer on top of the conditioning that she's already going to set up. And Nekotech, not even wanting to deal with it, goes ahead and busts out with the OD, and now has the corner. Is a bad place for Senpai to be in. Oh, that
actually poked out with that.
Yeah, that was a really big missed opportunity from Senpai. I think it was just kind of the air of the situation, but doesn't even matter.
All right, so normally I don't like cashing out super there. Oh no, that's gonna kill.
Yeah, that's dead. No, that's dead. That is 100% the correct decision. Oh my God.
No. All right, so that's okay. So all right. Back to my original point. That's okay. Nekotech didn't have any meter, right? There was no drive. There was no rush. There was no risk of like really not getting your chip kill there.
Yeah, Senpai's still setting up a checkmate situation, and honestly, like that's something I think Senpai's really good at is. He'll put you in a situation where, like, there is no right answer. Die.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. That's a very SenpaiSpyder move. We've seen that happen a million times in this bracket. And look at this comeback right now. This feels like a different player, and that's it.
Yeah, and, like, this is the thing is, like, Senpai, I think, gets more dangerous the longer a set goes on.
Hell yeah.
The way
you got to win fast. 2-0 or that you're in trouble.
The way we see that is, especially as like those sets go on, we see like those micro adaptations and small changes in his game plan, and they're excellent. Like Senpai is a phenomenal player when he has the chance to like get going.
Does a really good job of like keying into what's working too. You know what I mean? Like I feel like a lot of players get caught up in like trying to force that thing that usually works, but maybe isn't for whatever reason. Senpai like just it's like going down the checklist. Like that one, okay, you blocked that. That one, oh, I got this one though. We'll revisit that next cycle. Okay, cool. Noted. Yeah, I don't know, man. This dude SenpaiSpyder's a cheater playing this Metera character. I don't know. No, I'm kidding.
Like, hey man, I'm trying to put a little bit less bias, trying to be a little bit less mean here. Like,
yeah. No,
you know, like I get it when I get it when like the only thing you hear about your character is like 6 pages of bitching. Like,
yeah, God.
Like one that puts that like spite in your heart. And two, but it's just also like super tiring. Like,
yeah, that's why I play violent Lancelot sometimes, dude. I feel that on a deep level.
Speaking of violent, though, I feel like this is gonna be violent.
I'm really curious to see how this goes. This is Odd Toaster's first time.
This was that upset you were talking about earlier. Odd Toaster beating Umby?
I can actually, I think I completely understand why that happened. Boss is one of the characters that I think, even with the Katalina changes, just straight up can contest and deal with her regardless.
Oh, hell yeah.
And this is going to be, I think this is going to be a really interesting match because this is a character and a player who loves to jump versus a character who does not let you do that.
So Xerom also likes pressing that parry button, though. And
Yeah.
that is definitely going to be a factor in this matchup right now.
That was really good. Unfortunately, like, what happened there was we saw the stomp hit and there wasn't a follow-up, and then Xerom started mashing parry, which is...
Oh, no, that's it. Yeah, I've seen this move before. It's every time I've ever played Xerom, is I make a mistake in neutral, and I blink, and I've just been mixed 3 times. Damn.
That's the thing, like, when Xerom actually gets the knockdown and, like, starts running... Hang on, what's going on here?
I'm back, sorry.
Okay.
Froze, and I got scared. I'm here now.
Bro, I didn't hear any audio, and, like, I got real uncomfortable.
Okay, so it wasn't... Hey, all right. I thought, like...
Yeah, no, you evaporated into dust, my dude.
Damn, all right. Snap for a minute. We're back here. We're post-time skip.
Unfortunately, that was a little bit of a rough first game for Odd Toaster. I'm really kind of curious to see what the adaptations are of what he's able to do and make in this match. But
that's a good way to start. Nice little back shift. Xerom didn't bite on it, but at least you're getting your pressure in there.
Absolutely. And one thing I'll say is, like, Xerom is fairly practiced in this matchup. Like,
yeah,
he and Kilo play a lot, and we saw Kilo definitely have, like, its boss time. So I wouldn't be surprised if Xerom is, like, not already, like, ready to go from that.
Yeah, for sure. That being said, it's like, I don't know, definitely good to have another Vaseraga back in the scene. Like, we see Fuselit every once in a while, but like Spaldo's, we haven't seen Spaldo in a minute. So
Spaldo is like being respectful of his Georgia internet, and we all thank him.
That's fair. Yep. That's a move.
But yeah, no, like this character is like really sick. I absolutely like watching the boss. It's just when you get hit, you're dead.
Yeah, absolutely.
But now
doesn't find a spot to power up, and all right, still gets pressure hits though.
Yeah, just going ahead and working. Gets the command throw. Finally seeing a little bit of signs of life from Odd Toaster.
Yeah, Odd Toaster, I don't know. It hasn't really been able to keep the pressure going. Very strong offense, but yeah, see, Xerom's kind of mixing on defense here.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate. Like, Xerom went for like the pretty early dive kick follow-up on the demon flip, and it just... Oh, gets the back throw in it. This is not where Xerom wants to be.
Oh, no. Xerom might be looking a little toasted right now.
You stole that pun from the chat, don't I?
I did. I absolutely just stole that from Zom. Thank you, Zom.
Yeah.
Thank you for enabling bad habits.
Unfortunately, doesn't get the follow-up on that because that would have been dead.
Yo,
Xerom high jumping out, beats the OD. This is it.
That's bait right there, son. Oh, wow. That was a really special pun you just let rip, Zom. And we all thank you for that.
Yeah, unfortunately, we are going to see Odd Toaster go into the losers bracket. Not out yet, though. I'm really curious to see we've got people in the chat gassing him up. I'm really excited to see just how well that run goes.
Look at who they're playing in losers too.
Oh no, that's gonna break my heart.
Who are they playing?
Yeah, OrijinTree.
OrijinTree.
That's gonna be a good game, dude.
That is gonna be a good game.
OrijinTree. Look at the run OrijinTree's had. 2-0 SSK, 2-0 Mina Isaac. Now he's got to play Odd Toaster, and this is what, all after losing to Axenstar? Yeah.
Can I like protest and we get that on stream?
Well, now that you mention it,
I'm down to do that. Yeah, we're like low key making a really good time.
there's a Patreon tier for you.
Oh, what tier is that, dude? And where can I find your Patreon?
All right,
It's
hang
linked in the chat. It's I think it's
Is it 15?
I think it's the 3rd tier.
It is. I don't. Oh man,
I know.
Video month. Damn, dude.
I don't get paid till the end of the week, so I can't just. I can't shit post drop $50.
He just got paywall drove.
I'm not above, post paywalling, but
Oh, this is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh man.
If I hadn't already donated to the.
Just a precursor for everyone in the chat, just so you know, it is there. They're limited though.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's only 5 spots though. In order to maximize your shitposting potential, get in there quick.
Absolutely. Oh man, I can't. Dang, I'm just getting whipped tonight. This is unfortunate. Yo, we got Shobu put on Toaster and Origin on, and he prime subs.
All right, now we're talking.
I can't. That would cheapen the Patreon tier.
That's true. Yeah, you can't.
I can't
lower the value.
cheapen
Okay, listen,
Patreon tier.
Listen,
That's yeah.
I'm gonna throw this out there. Like, do me a homie favor. I seeded the bracket. I'm here on comms. Like, give me.
Calling it a homie favor now.
Yeah,
All
I'm calling it in. I'm calling it in.
I'll back that up.
Let's see where we are after we finish top 16. We haven't even gotten through top 16. We got Axen versus Havaniceday. We got Kilo
really?
versus Selo.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
tripping. I didn't even see that. Yeah.
All right.
We also got 2 codes left in the Maggiorino, so like we gotta handle that first. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Coming in with a sub though. Let's go.
Excellent. Listen, I'm just trying to. I'm trying to give the people what they want. Like everything I do, I play grapplers. I do a bunch of like dumb garbage. I enter with shit post names. Like all those are there to make people miserable. I have to like do one good thing a month, or else we're just.
You got to even it out. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like I have to do
balance.
I have to do something good for the world.
Hell yeah. All right, I can back that up, man.
Yeah, like
Absolutely.
absolve me of my sins.
Oh man, we're getting into the indulgence game here at
Oh, dude.
WASD.
We are. Listen, I'm just trying to buy some indulgences, brother.
I just want to be out of hell for the next 50 years. After that, I'm good. So.
It's just like.
What a wild time. What a wild time. I say as never mind.
we're going to a bad place.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep my political history jokes to making jokes about British colonialism instead. All right, here we go. So is this? Did Havaniceday change their name again?
Yeah, changed his name. Just
Jesus. Oh,
it
man.
is.
All right, I can't say anything. I entered as Dr. Octagon tonight, so
Yeah.
I don't have the right to say anything.
Listen, we have all seen the things I enter fighting game brackets as. Let's just.
Your names are god tier though every time.
No, they are not.
90% of the time, I know it's you. It's. No,
Dude, a lot of you did. A lot of other people didn't.
And that was really funny for me.
But,
Yo, also,
okay.
Havaniceday is like keeping with the patient style that they were playing the Mina against. Like this is what I'm talking about. We're in. Oh,
yeah, Hava's had a couple of really good, just kind of small interactions. Doesn't get a whole lot of damage off of them, but still showing that like he can bob, weave in and out, and actually get the hits that he needs to. It's just a matter of like eventually getting that conversion. But goes for the empty claw, and unfortunately just doesn't get it. Trades with Axen. Trades with Axen, unfortunately, kind of resets the situation. Now Axen in control.
yeah, huge life lead right here. Single butterfly out. Yeah, I like that. Not even really pressing it at first, using it to take space. Now you got to worry about the dive kick. Okay, back in the corner. Oh, that's not good. That is not good at all. This is how it starts.
Absolutely.
And
Hava's got a really good opportunity to capitalize here, especially now that Axenstar doesn't have enough meter to bust out or do an option. But Axen goes for the bust out immediately the second he gets that meter, and he's gonna capitalize on it. But
it's gonna whip.
No.
All right, we're good. We're good. That was clean. 4 seconds left on the board.
SSBA usually connects off a close H like I've never seen it.
4-6. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it has a really funny hitbox. Like it's just a wall, but
I'm happy that 6 has that. Yes. Lance here,
Yeah, Lance don't deserve anything after launch, Lance. Let's keep it real here.
You're not wrong about that.
You're still in jail for that one, buddy.
Yeah, I have to buy some more indulgences if I want to get out of this particular hell.
Yeah, I'm not. You're not. I'm not letting you pay for those, bud. Sorry.
Yeah, those are for sale for sure.
No, sorry. I'm putting the gatekeep on that one. Sorry.
Oh man. So have a nice day. Like, I don't know. We saw this last round. Oh yeah, this is how it starts.
Oh, gets the follow. Oh, it doesn't get the follow up on that, unfortunately. Axen mashes out and clinks around for himself.
Oh yeah. Only used the 2 hits of the auto combo there, so we don't get the full scaling. Very smart. Very aware.
Absolutely. Axen, Hava immediately just going ahead and like swinging in, contrary to the style we've seen him play the entire time. But I think it's important, like a very good way to kind of turn things up, especially now that he's got the corner. He needs to get in, especially to do as much damage. This isn't going to kill, but it's going to be really close.
Absolutely. Oh, chooses to spend the super too. I would have kept that for like offensive OD, but this is gonna put Axen on throw range, so it could be very well worth it. We'll see. Oh, there's the overdrive. All right, yep. Has to respect this. Yeah, now you just gotta wait here. But this is what Havaniceday's been really good at doing so far, is finding the right spot to get in, and dive kick takes it. That was clean, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. Have a nice day, making really good optimal decisions in terms of like how he gets in and where he gets in. Using empty hand a lot differently than you see traditional players using Zooey.
Have a nice day. If they win this, that's 2 Meteras down. That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna let you keep track. I'm not trying to catch. I'm already like catching hands for seeding earlier, so like I'm not trying to catch more.
Oh, that's fair. No, I got you here. Don't.
Oh, busts out with rush. Eats the EX fireball and now has to make decisions of it. Hava going in.
This is bordering on checkmate right here. Another one.
Smelled blood in the water and went for it.
Wow. All right, we are 1 round away from Have a Nice Day taking out Axenstar 2-0, punishes the 2U, and now you're stuck in the corner. Beautiful. Oh my god, Axen's fuzzy mashing is just so good.
Yeah, he's really good at like finding the right place to call out and like deal with this. But Axen ready for the dive kick this time, but man, excuse me, Hava ready to kind of block it and not get clipped by it.
Are you kidding me, dude? Hava blocked that whole thing and still... Oh, bro, I'm so tilted from that right now. Oh, Hava's defense is like kind of next level. Oh, just barely missed the far edge. And there's the parry. Okay, haven't seen it a whole ton. Great awareness from Axenstar, punishing the slowing out of the corner.
Yeah, I think there's a really good set of decisions from Hava, except for the charge 5U to get out. But that's the first time I've actually seen that punish on it. So in his mind, it probably was the right idea.
Yeah, right?
Which, to be fair, that small amount of damage to get out of the corner against Metera, especially with a lot of resources on deck, I can't sit here and tell you I wouldn't have done.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we were talking about earlier. Like, sometimes you just got to spend a little bit of life to get out.
Oh, this is the strike throw. This is where Hava was dangerous this time, but Axenstar, yeah, back throws him out.
That was ready. Like, Axen, that was a guess tech right there, but it worked out.
I think it was the correct decision, especially like Hava was going there specifically to start up his strike throw game, and with that life, I would have mashed it.
Hell yeah! Right, now we got a chance. Yeah.
Calls out the hop with the rush.
The chase down with the EX claws too. This is gonna set up Have a Nice Day for a pretty good scenario. No, this is bad.
Axenstar busting out. This is not where Hava wants to be right now, especially with all that meter on deck.
No, this is going to be good damage, too. We should see... Okay, SSBA. Yeah, good call. Not going to have the butterflies right yet.
Yeah, this might close it out.
Right. Scaling going to be happening.
Oh, no, he's still in there. Axen playing the runaway game.
Yeah, you got it, right? Play the zoning game, get some chip.
Oh, calls it out. Unfortunately, I don't think Axen bit.
Yeah, it was... Yeah, it was the only call you had, right? It was that, or like trying to risk it on holding 5U or something like that, because that was checkmate, right? 2 butterflies on the board. I think Axen had, if not a full rack of cooldowns, enough to make your approach very scary.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's just like it. I think it was a good idea in terms of like, in terms of like the read, I think it was a good one. It's just unfortunately Axen was ready and just didn't let anything rip.
Yeah, Axen played that perfectly. That's the problem.
We saw it. Like Axen's so good at kind of pitch shifting and changing how he plays. Like the moment he saw that life lead and had to force Havaniceday to make a bad decision, like Gran just got out there, run away, do not interact. But Hava now on the warpath. No, this will not. This is too much scaling.
Yeah, it's gonna be very close though. Throw range at minimum. Yeah,
this is a single interaction.
Beautiful. Empty jump low is absolutely enough to call out the back shift into the corner, and once again, Have a Nice Day is on set point.
I think we saw the aerial guard button tab too, just to kind of like frame killer, maybe like beta reaction.
That's oh man, the first time I saw like the Japanese Lancelot players faking the double overhead.
Oh, that's a bad UOH from Axen.
All right, set up here once again. Text the throw this time. All right, Axen's starting to get the rhythm here.
Oh, gets the close. Oh, it's not gonna get the animation, but it's a very good conversion from the Have a Nice Day.
Right from the throw right there. And Have a Nice Day has such a massive life lead. This is a potentially scary situation for Axenstar. Just has to play the control game right now.
I think Hava's actually in a place where he can kind of play a little bit defensively and force Axen to make a bad decision, but we're seeing it right now. This is not the place that Axenstar wants to be in.
No, definitely not. Chip is about to be a huge factor. One more interaction, blocked or not, is going to be it for Hava.
Yeah, at this point, like,
there it is.
Oh, we saw it. Hava sending Axen to losers. This is the first time, like, I think it's the first time that we've seen Axen go to losers before winners finals.
And we're not even in top 8 yet. That was a top 16 match. If Axen wants top 8, they will have to be on the loser side.
I think this is the first time we've seen Axen go to losers. I want to say, just like,
no, I'm pretty sure you're
straight
right.
up, like just the first time we've seen Axen go to losers at all.
I'm so sad. Odd Toaster and Origin played off stream.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunate.
Odd Toaster 1, 2, yo, let's go! Shout out to Odd Toaster 2.
Oh man, Odd Toaster Nekotech is gonna be a banger too.
That one will be on stream though.
Also, I want to give a quick shout out to Umbi, who unfortunately has to play Axenstar to get into top 8, beating SenpaiSpyder and Dro in losers. Like, that's, I don't know. SenpaiSpyder had an incredible losers run too. They have been cooking tonight.
Yeah, that's the thing is like, Umbi traditionally places very well, but like she just has such a bad, like she just every now and then pulls like the top seed, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. It doesn't, like, ran into Odd Toaster too, which like you kind of called out that for being a bad match for Katalina. But Odd Toaster has been just playing so well recently.
Well, Voss is definitely one of those characters like absolutely can contest Katalina's buttons in the ranges that she's supposed to be good in. So I completely you completely understand like why that character can do well. Plus, he hits just as hard as her.
Yo, we're seeing the season 1 matchup right here.
Oh,
All right.
It's been a minute since I've seen Kilo fight a Lance, and there's one interaction I want to see, and I hope we get it.
Is it 5U connecting for 1 million damage?
No, it's raw SBA and having to raw SBA against Gorilla Blade.
Hell yeah! All right.
Like that. So like back in the olden day when we all played on PS4s, there was a Midwest versus New York team battle, and one of the hypest moments is we saw Tega just hit that raw Gorilla Blade and then Kilo supered it in reaction.
That's incredible.
It's one of those moments you can hear a million people pop off, but Selo, speaking of popping off, Selo's starting to find some damage.
All right, going for the low that time, and yeah, just using the wreck pressure. Kilo checking on the second one, good awareness.
Yeah, Kilo also making sure to use the... Oh, calls it out!
Yeah, that's gonna kill. No animation, brother!
I think he probably did easy input on that.
Yeah, that's fair. I would too, to be honest.
Plus, like that is like the one super that is so funky about when it does and doesn't get animation. Like I'm not surprised.
Oh,
calling it out. This is gonna be. We're like 9 seconds in. Kilo's got the quarter and a 50% life lead. What's gonna happen?
Classic.
Oh, calls the DP out. This is the we talk about this being the Granblue zone. This is the Kilo zone. Like this man is gonna hit you and it's gonna be bad.
Kilo was definitely the first one to teach changed me about the Granblue zone just from watching it happen live.
Absolutely. And goes for the 2 hits, make sure everything confirms, gets the SBA, and finishes off the first game.
Good stuff. All right, and Selo sticking it out with the Lance. Definite respect. That is a punish. All right, yo, we got those. We got those. Set it up in the corner. He gets hit raw, but doesn't get the full conversion. That's unfortunate.
Oh, calls it out too. This is gonna hurt.
Yeah, we gotta see Selo start to mix it up with either the held version or pick the spot.
I'm really surprised we didn't see the character switch from Selo. Like, I know that Kilo was on record saying that, like, if you play Gran, you shouldn't lose to Metera, but I think at this point, like, Kilo has also shown that he is not afraid of Metera, of Lancelot.
Yeah, no, I don't think Kilo's scared of anything.
No, like, we dropped, like, you don't scare, I know, you know scare, I know scare earlier. This man has never known fear a day in his life.
No, not at all. Case in point right here. Oh my goodness, pressing close heavy off a blocked JM from Lance. Let's go. That's a...
Not afraid. There's like a part of me that's like, was that a DP that just didn't go well? But who knows? Like, we're taking it.
Either way, it hit, so he's a genius.
And we'll see. Definitely. Like, Selo showing a little bit of signs of life early in this round. We're seeing just like we'll see Selo go for like some good mix opportunities or spaces where like you think he's gonna hit or something's gonna go weird. But like, speaking of things going in Selo's favor, goes for the single hit confirm, catches out. I think that's a really good idea, especially with how much meter Selo already has. He definitely has the ability, like with a couple of interactions, especially if he takes damage, to rebuild it, but doesn't need it.
Dude. That's it! Yo, what a conversion. Oh, man, that's a little tricky if you land the far edge at that range. Little tricky to get a follow-up there, but Kilo is so ready with that EX right there.
Absolutely. Gets the... Kilo... So, that's the thing is, like, when you see Kilo go for stuff, he is... Yeah, this is gonna hurt. When you see Kilo go for stuff, like, you don't have to really worry about, like, is he spacing this? Yes, he is. Don't... Yes. Are you out of your mind? Oh, calls it out! Gets the air-to-air and finishes off. Kilo taking a quick 2-0.
Kilo got hit by that round and just was like, you know, it's all I needed to make it personal. That's it. Perfect time. I'm not.
Kilo just... My man's Kilo out here, like... My man has seen Metera long enough.
Yeah. So that's funny. Kilo saving Havaniceday from having to play 3 Meteras in a row. That's kind of based, I'm not gonna lie.
Like on the one hand, like I don't think we should subject anyone to that, but on the other hand, I think it's really funny.
Yeah, no, it's really funny, and I am a little disappointed we don't get to see it, but also like
it's not the Metera's fault they keep winning, guys.
Oh,
listen,
I've gone over this.
This is wholly a skill issue, but
yeah.
Like
also,
death,
I just forgot that Selo's playing Lance, not Metera. We just saw it.
It's funny.
Well, we might see the Selo Metera and losers.
Listen,
True.
There are 3 things in life that are guaranteed: death, taxes, and Xerom and SenpaiSpyder fighting somewhere in winners finals.
You're goddamn right. Here we go. The eternal 2 and 3 seeds right here, facing it off to get into winners finals. Let's go. I'm so hyped.
Before that, though, I'm gonna remind everybody we do have a match, Reno. We hit top 4 payout, but we're halfway to top 6 payout. So if anyone wants to help us slowly get towards 320 and pay out 6 of these gamers, I know they would definitely appreciate it. We got a bunch of sponsor quests. No, oh my god, they did it again. I'm gonna have to start blowing up the room between things. But we do have a bunch of sponsor quests.
Just it's okay. Just log in and like spectate me. It'll be fine.
No. I was spectating. No one lets me finish my spiel. I'm trying to get you guys money.
These two don't care about money. This is all about the violence.
Absolutely. They'll do this for free. For sure.
Yeah, this is not a matter of money. It's not a matter of ethics. This is just swinging.
We're swinging now. This is pure spite, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I feel kind of rough with the situation because like both of them, like no matter what, each draw for each character is kind of rough after this. So it's gonna be a really interesting winners final. But at least someone's got to get there first. Unfortunately, like we are gonna see one of these players, excellent as they may be, go to losers.
Yeah, so Xerom's had the advantage the last couple weeks, if I remember correctly. But SenpaiSpyder, like the turnaround they had in the Nekotech game is what's like kind of making me believe. Boom, caught out of the Charlotta ball too. Let's go.
Absolutely. So Charlotta ball is really good for a lot of things, but like especially if you catch it on the late end, it will lose. This is Xerom swinging for the fences with the SBA. Unfortunately, does not hit, and SenpaiSpyder ready to punish and close out the first round.
Yeah, very strong start.
Wow, we've seen so much mileage from like empty jump EX ball from Xerom. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Xerom ready to catch the jump out. Doesn't get anything off of it, but still has the space control and this corner control, which I think is the most important thing.
Get the throw setup too. Oh no, we're doing all the funny stuff. Oh
yeah, no, this is Xerom round right here.
Most death. There it is. Yo, that's what I'm talking about right here.
Senpai firing off the bad fireball, and unfortunately Xerom's ready for it and cooks it.
Oh man, yeah, that's one of those rounds you just gotta wipe from the old memory bank and keep it moving. SenpaiSpyder already trying to play the zoning game. So you're just waiting for the right spot to get in.
Yeah, absolutely. Like this is the way these things usually go. Is like Xerom will fight tooth and nail to get in, get a hit, and it'll go well, or Senpai will just be as successful with the zoning and get the setup to just kill. Like these are very explosive matches. Like they can take a minute to drag out, but that's more so like we're setting up that first hit. And usually like once that happens, that's when everything starts getting real spicy. But speaking of spicy, Xerom getting the confirm and going for the setup off of it. Unfortunately, not a lot of follow-up. Senpai blocks low, but we're back at mid-screen, which you don't want to be in the corner against Metera, so I think that's a really smart decision from Xerom.
Most definitely. Xerom's starting to finally find some pressure here.
Dashes in under the UOH too. That was such a smart call out from Xerom, and now he's got the hit, he's got the corner. It's gonna hurt.
Most definitely. Not enough to kill. Yeah, go for that BD overdrive though. I like that. Now you just gotta look for your opponent's overdrive and chip out.
Oh, Senpai.
Yeah. Oh, go for the finish.
Senpai unfortunately put between a rock and a hard place, swings for the fences, and doesn't find the same success as Xerom.
Yeah, we've seen Xerom put some people in checkmate situations quite a few times tonight, but that was all Xerom. Good stuff.
Absolutely.
Especially round from SenpaiSpyder.
Xerom playing like a man possessed tonight. Like normally this is just definitely like the sets between these two are always like just hard hitting, last game, last round. And
Xerom's been out here lately, though.
Yeah, Xerom is down to clown tonight, absolutely ready to just like call it. Like my man wants to call it a night early, not do any of this like 3 out of 5 last game, last round against Metera. My man's like, I gotta go home. I saw that top 4 payout. I'm trying to get out of here and get paid.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, goes for the DP, hits Metera on the way down, gets out of the butterfly setup. Really good call out from Xerom too. Oh, speaking of call outs, Senpai gets the counter hit. This is not where Xerom wants to be.
You say chip? No, God, there it is. All right, no, we good.
Yeah, we're good. No, like you can't go for the obvious one. He's ready for that. You gotta hit him, and you gotta set him up for check, and then mate.
Jesus, wow. All right, get another big hit right off the bat. Just the answer right.
That's the thing that I think has like been really important for Xerom this match is like we'll see him lose like a round or lose like a little bit of momentum, and then the next game he's immediately back at it and like just undeterred. But Senpai, I think
it's incredible.
We talked about it earlier. Senpai is like the longer this set drags on, the more dangerous Senpai is going to be, and I think that's starting to kick in.
That's true with Xerom too. That's what I love about this matchup is there's just a non-stop like series of adjustments.
Gets the throw, calls it out. Gets the hit into SSD, or sorry, into SBA. Senpai looking like a king out here, calling him out.
This is what I'm talking about. Xerom gets a game, Senpai gets a game. We're just matching each other right now.
You know, as much as we tried to avoid last game, last round, looks like that's where we're going.
Nah, it's gotta go. It's gotta go last game, last round. That's how these two play.
Yeah, it's just the way it is. Like these two players are like very equal in skill, and you see it every single time they play. Like they know each other really well. This is what you look at when you look at the highest level of like a fighting game. Like these are two equal skill characters who know each other well. Like this is the moment where the tier list starts coming in, but both these two are just going wild. Oh, good DP on the hop. Senpai, though, has a lot of a life lead, and Xerom's got a lot to overcome, but probably going to go ahead and see the tick throw set up.
Oh, that hits. No, it doesn't! Hated that! Okay.
Xerom out here calling it out. That was smart, and that was especially smart with how well that's been set up, because, like, man, we saw so many throws, and we saw Xerom just kind of go to condition and pepper Senpai, but the moment Senpai tries to call it out, Zerom's ready.
I like the fact that SenpaiSpyder was basically trying to not contend with the corner at all, because once Xerom gets him there, it's kind of game over.
That's the place you really don't want to be against Xerom, especially like he gets the knockdown, he gets some real funny stuff, and then you have to play the Demon Flip Oki, which can go really south.
And he does a great job of like hitting you with like one funny thing and then 3 real things to really just kind of gaslight you and make you think twice about everything. It's very overwhelming.
Yeah, he's really good at maximizing like the mental stack that Charlotta can do. You're trying to deal with like 8 things, and then the world's slowest command grab comes out, and you have to deal with it.
And then you get real thrown like 3 times in a row and die.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like we talk about take the throw in Street Fighter, but Xerom is out here weaponizing it.
Yeah, Zero. Yeah, for real. Baits the DP again. Yo, all right, let's go. SenpaiSpyder fighting back. And you called it, man. Final game.
It's
final
like
round.
I said, man.
Yeah.
Death, taxes, Senpai, and Xerom. Last game, last round.
Hell yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way. I could do without death or taxes, but this is definitely a need.
Linux, paying your taxes is a very important part of society, and it's how we get public programs on it.
I know. I know that in my heart. It doesn't feel good when I pay it, though.
Nothing feels good when you do the right thing. It's the right thing.
You're right. Words of wisdom.
Oh, goes for the throw! Xerom getting thrown, not out of the corner, but definitely not in a place he wants to be. Senpai has the meter to bust out, but has to be really careful right now, because if Xerom gets the right read, it's over.
Choosing? Oh, wow. I don't know if they meant to put that meter there. Oh.
I think they did, and I agree with that decision. Get out, chip away, wait for Xerom to make a mistake coming in. This is exactly where Senpai wants to be. He's got the timer. He can work his way in. Very good positioning and very good intelligence for Senpai.
And built that meter back, too. Oh, we're chilling right now. Yeah, you got some rush on deck if Xerom gets in.
And look at all this meter he's built. He was at 0 just a second ago, but unfortunately, Xerom gets the correct jump in, gets the 2L, and finishes it out. Man, we are going to what is, for the first time in a hot minute, a no Metera winners finals.
That's crazy.
Damn.
That's actually insane. Wow.
I can't remember the last time we haven't had a Metera.
It's been a minute, and like
in
a long time.
And that's the thing, like, it really speaks to just how consistent players like Senpai and Axen are with showing up. Like, this is not like a fluke run. This is not a
no, not at all.
This is not an accident. This is the intended result. This is the player's work showing off, and like, it's hard to be that consistent, which is all the more reason to like hats off to SenpaiSpyder, and hats off to everyone here, because a lot of the people we see are like recurrent top 8 placers and like winners finals placers.
Yeah, that's why it's also like I get super hype when we saw like Regale make that deep run and stuff last week as well. It's super hype to see somebody break in. We got Odd Toaster this week.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too, is like usually after the first round is when it starts becoming the killer's territory. Like, this is not an easy tournament to place in.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have Havaniceday versus Kilo right here. I think Kilo's gonna stick it out with the Gran, or I hope so anyway, because this is probably my favorite Gran to see out here cooking. Kilo has a very unique style that is just a pleasure to watch. But Havaniceday's been on fire tonight, to the point where I think they're gonna force Kilo to kind of push past that second and third layer. No, we're gonna see Beelzebub. Okay, I like this decision.
I was really curious how this was gonna go, because I know Kilo, as good as he is that matchup, does not like to fight 6, but goes for the Gran, which I think is a really good decision, especially against Bubs. We've seen like do not jump at Kilo, so I'm curious to see just kind of how Hava's usage of dive kick and how he covers the air options are, and especially like how he and Kilo. But starting off
already. Good start.
Have a nice day controlling really early on too. This is a bad position for Kilo's in.
Yeah, haven't seen him risk it on the DP yet. Goal for Das Boots. Oh, the dive kick connects again.
We saw it immediately as Kilo started to like make his way out of corner. Havaniceday was ready with the dive kick controlling back.
Havaniceday does a great job, and we saw it with the 6 too. Yeah, there's the DP.
Yeah, just kind of create some space, wait for the overextension, and punish it. Have a nice day. Taking a first round.
Yeah, their containment game tonight is very strong. Ooh, almost 2H in the TK dive kick right there. A little close.
Kilo going a little sloppy, or not going a little sloppy, but going a little dangerous here. 2 TPs.
Oh, man, goodness.
We said it earlier. 3!
Hell yeah. Do it till it works. Who cares?
It's like we said earlier, you know scare, I know scare, and this man is not afraid of me.
There's no fear in this man's heart at all. I agree.
Oh, this is the place where, like, health bars don't matter anymore. Have a nice day has the life. Oh, calls out the rush. Have a nice day. Has to be really careful, though. Kilo still has the option to convert, and it does not matter. Have a nice day taking the first game. Yeah, dive kick, jump back dive kick in the corner, just cooking.
Yeah, very high consistency rate with dive kick. Connected more often than not right there. Oh, see, backing away from the jump. Gran doesn't have an air stall, so I'm wondering if we're going to start seeing some more 2Hs from Have a Nice Day here.
Yeah, I'm really curious in terms of that. Like, Kilo's gotten really good jump ins, but Bubs, when you talk about someone who has like an excellent fire, or like an excellent 2H, but yeah. Kilo in a bad position here. Have a nice day. Already got the life lead and serious advantage, but oh man.
This is the JU right there. Allows Have a Nice Day to kind of get out of pressure. And yeah, already burned. Oh, that was so smart. Watched Have a Nice Day burn the EX projectile and just rips that overdrive. Nothing to punish with that range.
Yeah, unfortunately, like, I think it was a really good decision from Kilo, but I think as a result of that, like, Hava did the karma to pull Kilo in, and I don't think it was a range where, like, a real punish probably could have happened, so it just kind of reset to neutral, and Hava was able to... That reset was what gave Hava enough to just get out and properly punish. And now, Hava making a fierce run against Kilo on set point.
Oh, no. Yeah, Have a Nice Day has been cooking today. He had a great run last week, too, if I remember correctly.
Hava is one of those Season 1 players who's, like, always super consistent, played really well. And he just kind of, like, still played, but just kind of vanished into the ether for a little bit. And, like, now that he's back, like, these are the same results that I'm thinking, like, that I was expecting to see from him once, like, he kind of got his sea legs back.
Yeah, for sure. I like how he's doing it with multiple characters, too. Oh, I really thought that was going to kill. There it is. All right, finally breaking out the cheeky teleport. And that's it, 2-0. Have a nice day. There's finals.
All right, and now we've had some time. Everyone's had their paces. We're going down to the loser's side and immediately starting off with Metera. Like,
hell yeah. Hell
absolutely.
Yeah.
So, on the loser's bracket side, we have Professor Nekotech versus Odd Toaster, Metera versus Voss. Then on the other side, we have Axenstar versus Prada, which is Metera versus 18 different characters.
Yeah, that's how it be. That's how it be. Who are we gonna see for Prada tonight? We haven't seen Prada on
I think
stream
we're
yet.
gonna see CAG. Because somebody was asking earlier who, like, if we were gonna see a CAG on stream, and Prada
This is
said,
the opportunity.
Yeah.
I don't think Prada's gonna pick CAG into Metera. I think we're gonna see one of Prada's secondaries from Metera. But we'll see. I could very well be wrong.
No, I completely agree. One of the general sentiments I kind of hear from, like, Cagliostro players, like, we've heard Wavy talk about it, we've heard Prada talk about it, but do not like that matchup.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Prada definitely has some opinions about this character.
I mean, I think with the way that our current tournament scene is, like, it's kind of hard not to have opinions about this character.
That's fair. Yeah.
But unfortunately, that's the way it is like, they're there until you're good enough to beat them, and as it stands right now, these are the most consistent players.
Yeah, now we're gonna see how well Odd Toaster knows the Metera matchup. Now I know PNW's got at least one Metera player. Shout out to Jossum. But I don't know what the experience level is right here, especially against Nekotech.
Neko starting in extremely disrespectfully, getting the multiple throws, but unfortunately, Odd Toaster sees the throw whip, ready to match out of it. Oh, that was an excellent call out on the up shot.
This Vasaraga's cooking. Yeah, recognize not. No armor there. Just going
very quickly, like 2 interactions tied that up for Odd Toaster. So I'm curious to see just exactly like how this goes. Nekotech, like, I think one of the things I'm kind of seeing here right now is like Nekotech really does not want to like let boss move or kind of let momentum get started. Oh, that was such an unfortunate call out.
Yeah.
That was a really good, like, I like the idea behind that. I just think that the way that butterflies are, it's really hard to get with like the way they activate.
For sure. You gotta like know your situations to like the hit that you get the hit at. It's very specific.
And it's depending on the setup too. Like actually calling that out and like actually getting that hit is really difficult. You have to be really alert and you have to know your options really well.
All right, Neko does take that first round though. Yeah. Oh, yo, what up, Joseph? Yes, Joseph's calling it out in chat. Yeah, we played this matchup quite a bit, and it's cringe. Voss doesn't get to have fun too much. Yeah, I can see that. And Neko's doing a pretty good job of like not letting Odd Toaster stock up, which is very important in this matchup.
Neko immediately mashing out, and that's one of the things like we talk about defensive habits of Metera players. I think Neko sides more on the fuzzy mash side. Like she doesn't think your pressure is legit, she will tell you. But gets the OD setup. It's a bad position for Odd Toaster to be in, especially now that the chip is racking up. Vaseraga has the most health in the game. Obviously, he can take a couple of hits, but we're starting to get to the point where like that number of hits is good.
Oh my goodness, mashing right out of that.
Doesn't get the follow up on that, unfortunately. Now, Odd Toaster kind of swinging for the fences, making as many reads as he can.
You got it. That's worth it right there just to bleed down the overdrive. And now this is a bad spot. You're going to get chipped out, you're going to get hit, or you're going to get command thrown.
Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to kill, but Odd Toaster is in a bad situation too. Oh, my apologies. Odd Toaster using Bay. I will make sure that that is correct going forward. It's a fellow one, but Odd Toaster gets the good call out with the shoulder. Tying it up.
Battle 3.
Yo, shout out to Hassler in the chat, another OD Metera player. Damn. Oh my god, I thought that was going to cross up, bro. That was mad scary.
That was really interesting because I saw it looked like Metera, or it looked like Nekotech did the roll through that.
Yeah, true. Matching out in the stance again. Yeah, just not allowed to.
Yeah, we've seen it. Like, and this is one of the things that I think I understand, like, when we're talking in the chat about why this matchup is kind of rough. It's hard for Voss to get stocks for reasons like that. Metera's gonna knock something out. And so you have to sit there and choose between, like, do I want to give up Oki or do I want to, like, what option am I going to give up to get my stock up? That way I can do something.
Rush right back. Yeah, I love that. Playing it patient right there, trying to bait something out. Rush, get those plus frames. But now you're back in the corner, and this is
Odd
a
Toaster.
spot.
Odd Toaster getting away with murder there, too. Like,
Yeah.
The butterflies just dissipated off that, or else that could have been a lot worse.
Look at the defense right here, blocking this all out.
Has managed to, like, just not deal with it. Like, this is the definition of, like, a good boss player is, like, can this person down back as crazy as they are, but
that's
unfortunately,
chip,
just got put in a checkmate situation against Metera. This is really unfortunate.
And I like that Neko recognized that too. Like, oh, you're gonna up back? I'm not even gonna go for any of the funny stuff. I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm gonna be plus, and I'm gonna do chip damage. Like,
no,
I'm not gonna risk it on a throw.
It's very smart. Like, you don't. Vaseraga is not a character that you really want to sit there and like try to dice roll with or make funny guy decisions. So
Yeah.
I would not. I really wouldn't. Like, Nekotech's decision making there is really good. I completely agree with you.
Yeah, hella.
Like, not that my opinion matters, but like when you look at it, like real respect's real. That was a really smart play.
Yeah, of course. Oh my goodness. Speaking of smart plays, just mashing right out. Recognizing the setup was not going to be easy. But yeah, now you're going to be able to overdrive.
And this is the thing I was talking about earlier with like how the match changed.
Yeah.
Is the second that Odd Toaster finally got a chance to do offense, Nekotech immediately busted out.
Absolutely. Especially with characters like that don't have the movement options that some of the characters do, like Voss. It makes it difficult. You got to rely on reads like that, dude.
Nekotech calling out, no armor on that, so it was easily susceptible to the rush. But that's the thing that I think Nekotech has done so good about this. He's done so well in this set is like just not giving Toaster a chance to play. Like, she is in, she is ready to fight, and like she knows that the second that Voss gets stock up, this matchup drastically changes. So willing to just set it down and stop it.
Wow, very solid play from Nekotech right there. Yeah, like you said, just friggin' knew what they had to do, played it super smart. I don't know, man. That was hella fun.
It's an excellent showing for Nekotech tonight. Just 100%. Like, she's playing really well. She is placing really well, but she's got a bit of a mountain to climb next with Kilo.
That's right. And big shout out to Odd Toaster too. That was super fun watching them.
Yeah, first time seeing Odd Toaster in top 8. Really hopeful we see them more.
Oh yeah. Yeah, PNW is like kind of coming out swinging right now.
Dude,
It's
somebody's
great.
gotta stop PNW. Just in general.
Aw,
They're too
man.
strong. They're too strong.
Too strong. See, everybody's like, "Yo, we gotta stop PNW," and I'm just over here in the corner like, nah. Let them cook. I'm having a lot of fun watching this.
Hey, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun watching multiple people cook.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of cooking, Axenstar Axenstar coming off of like a really unfortunate run, just kind of a bad draw of luck, but we've seen him make like every single time he shows up, like the only time we saw him in losers was because of a DQ. So
I forgot about that.
And he made the run from there all the way to the end. So this is not his best, like this is not his first rodeo. This is not this is not just this is another day at work for Axen. We're gonna see it, but
Some precedent here, yeah, for sure.
we'll see it. But Prada's been working a
knows
lot, like especially like trying to deal with anti-Metera stuff. And we've seen the Katalina a couple of times.
And this character has been an answer for the Metera. Like I think beat Senpai and Nekotech like in the same bracket 1 week. Like my dude has been cooking.
Yeah, and like Katalina has just as good buttons as Metera. Has like a really good 2H to contest top, but immediately kind of in a bad position. We saw just how quickly the Axenstar just has meter and is now an OD. So Prada has to play a little bit more patiently and like accept that he's going to take a little bit of chip damage. But
Oh, definitely. Yeah, you got it.
Axenstar seeing the jump interaction, immediately mashing that 2H and getting conversion off of it.
He's kind of sick with that. Oh, stuff in the lunge right there too. That could have been really bad.
Yeah, Prada almost got clipped there, and that would have been bad for that first round. But now Prada has to be really careful. Gets the wall bounce. That's it.
That's gonna do it. Yeah. Man.
Yeah, it got animation. It's over. GG.
Oh, so Prada was doing a really good job of using the EX projectile to kind of throw off the pace and just try to use that to run up and take space. Catalina's EX Fireball is super good at just eating multiple hits. But Axen did honestly very good job of like just taking up that space right in front of him. Not
Yeah,
like,
Axen immediately jumping back to get the spacing and lets that 2U rip.
Hell yeah. Yeah, now they got Prada in the corner. You gotta hold this.
Doesn't want to let Prada even get started. Prada just mashing spot dodge on the upshot and gets the hit from it. Unfortunately, bust out is denied. Goes for the DP. This is gonna be bad for Prada.
Go for a little reset right there too. Blocking it all and teching the throw. Here we go.
Gets
Yeah,
the
punish.
Oh, this is bad. This is not where you want to be against Katalina. Don't think we're going to see the cash out, but do think we're going to, yeah. No cash out. Probably going to go for the OD pop in a second.
Bro, Axen's matches tonight are so good.
Yeah, my man is like, I'm not holding this pressure. Do not touch me. Do not look at me funny. Like, do not, like, this is I need 6 feet away. We are on, we are back to, like, COVID spacing requirements. I do not want to see you.
So the good news for Prada is at least, oh no, gets a hit here. Now you're stuck in the corner. I was gonna say doesn't have to worry about chip, but
yeah, has to worry about chip now. Prada willing to down back. I think right now what's going on is like Axen is definitely trying to build up chip, but unfortunate. Very good anti-air awareness from Prada. All right, chat's pointing out they were both in OD. We're both out of our minds.
Yeah. No chip. That's what.
Don't gaslight me. I heard what you said.
Well, that's what I was saying. That was before.
Don't gaslight me. But Prada losing a little bit of momentum with that in this situation, but has the ability to gain it back. That's the thing about Katalina. You always have to be like really aware of is like all it takes is a really bad interaction.
Yeah, we saw that in that first game.
DP's out. The rush goes through it and just gets hooked.
2M anti-air allegations. Hell yeah. we've seen that a couple times, like low key tonight. The Metera 2M just anti-airs at the right range. It's just
I've said it. I've said it before, and I'll say it again, man. Like Metera, every medium button that Metera has is just cracked.
Ultra cracked. Yeah, I gotta agree with you there.
Like
How many times have you seen stand medium, like far medium work today? Like
I've seen like far medium be like Ladiva heavies, which have like a pretty high priority. It's just such a funny button, man.
we saw it clash with 6 dive kick twice earlier. I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen dive kick clash with something before.
I've seen that one, but I also play that character, so
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, you get the knowledge.
and unfortunately, like needing the knowledge, Prada. That was a decisive round for Axe. Excuse me. Oh my god.
Axe has definitely made the adjustment right here. Oh, the throw bait too. This is bad. Yeah, starting to get the lead right here. And once Axe starts to snowball, that's where things really get dicey.
Yeah. Oh, this is not what Prada wants to be, man. I'm curious to see what the decision is after this. Axe getting the OD burst. Prada managing to like, no, I'm not walking out of here with a double perfect. Leave me alone.
We got there. All right, Prada find an overdrive of his own. Starting to take some of this pace.
Brother, I start my shift at like, I wake up at like 5 a.m. and just,
Same.
I'm on my 3rd monster. I need to, like, I'm a little jittery. Like,
I made coffee at 7. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I'm tired, bro. I'm with you.
please bear with me. But speaking of someone who's not tired, Axenstar taking it with a 2-0. That was just absolute knocker of a round. Almost had the double perfect. Prada, unfortunately, going out at 7th, but you know,
Still a good run.
Still a good run. Yeah, still a good run. And like, it's not like we're not going to see Prada again. Prada
Yeah, for
is
real.
consistent placer, does very well. Excited to see. But
Yeah,
now-
next up we're gonna have Kilo versus Nekotech. There are 3 Meteras alive in losers right now.
Yeah, and
Jesus
this,
Christ.
so like, this is the thing.
Lay it on me.
Nekotech has made an incredible run tonight. Like, played really well. Like, push past players that people thought would beat her. This is the mountain that she has to climb. Like, at this point,
Big one.
yeah, like Kilo has multiple times like said like, do not play Metera against me. I will kill you.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna like.
I didn't
now we're gonna
realize
see
he was
it,
that
like, this is
confident in the Metera matchup.
Kilo was confident about like 2 things. 1, don't jump at him even if you're Metera, and 2, Gran Ladiva is 9-1.
Incredible.
Wow.
All
Okay.
right.
So
I'm
this
ready
is
for
like
it.
this is a man who like not only knows himself, but he knows you too.
I'm excited to see him put his money where his mouth's at.
Oh,
Shout out to
and-
Prada for raid. Big thank you.
Thank you for the raid, Prada. Always happy to see you. Always happy to see you compete. Always happy to see you here.
Yeah. All right. So it looks like, oh yeah, we got them both in here. All right. So we should be getting into this right away. Shout out to everyone who claimed the code tonight. By the way, big thank you. We are through them. We are clear.
Thank you, everyone. As we said earlier, we got to the top 4. You keep donating, we get to that top 6 or that top 8. It'd be really great to make sure that all these excellent players get a payout. But obviously, you can do that in the other window. You got the double monitor set up. But right now, we're paying attention to the fight. This is Kilo versus Nekotech. Like I said earlier, I think this is the mountain that Nekotech is going to have to climb. But Kilo is a very explosive player, so we'll see how this goes real quick.
Yeah, and Neko's definitely been improving over the last couple of weeks. So I mean, it's not like they don't have a chance. Oh, is the air unblockable too? Can't get anything.
There
off
it
of
is. 2H hop. Do not jump Kilo. To hold you.
jump.
Oh, goes for this. Kilo immediately starting with disrespect. Goes for the DP after the 5U.
I think we're gonna see that back shift in neutral a lot.
Oh, it's the shimmy that's gonna hurt.
Kilo is so good at just getting that shimmy counter hit. How many times have we seen that on stream? Like, it's crazy.
And I think right now we're seeing like Kilo's not going in too heavy with his pressure, not going super in. Like, notices the meter options on deck. It's not like overcommitting, but gets the hit confirmed and closes out the pressure.
Very clean. Ooh, the hop gets actually checked by the fireball there.
Kilo immediately like setting up stock charge, trying to like. That's the thing is once Gran gets that fully charged 5U, like you're in a wall bounce situation anywhere on screen if that thing counter hits. And even
Yeah,
if it's like that button, you know, Gran 5U is like the Alex Farr hard punch of this game. Like the rest of the character doesn't get anything, but that button is going to keep getting buffed every single patch.
And it hurts even worse.
Yeah, it's just like this character is this button and some damage.
Still gonna have to find a way out of the corner here. Oh no,
this
it
is
does
not
it.
good.
That did, be honest with you. That might
No,
kill.
no. If it were SSBA, I would think so, but that was just regular SBA.
That was
Kilo.
still a damage.
Nekotech making a little bit of a bad overextension. Kilo immediately countered it. And countered it hard.
It's easy, like 60% combo. No big deal. Just,
No, I mean, like, obviously it's going to look a little bit worse on Metera because she has lower health, but that would be bad.
Yeah. That's how this matchup goes, though. You called it out. Like, don't jump in on Kilo.
We've seen it, and, like, Kilo is very confident in this. Like, if you try to, like, challenge him or you try to check him and you haven't earned it, he's going to make sure you know you did.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. And now, Neko's going to have to start thinking about ship right here. We still got a little while before that really goes down unless Kilo gets a lucky hit. But
And right now, like, I think the strategy that Nekotech is going with is actually really good. You kind of want to, like, catch Gran coming in and, like, catch a couple of bad options. You
Yeah.
really want to just, like,
There's
force that
one.
overextension because you don't want to deal with overdrive. And, like, she manages to, like, win the Rising Tide and, like, get out of there. But jumps in, Kilo ready with the DP. What's the mix?
oh, same side. Oh,
Same side.
goodness. I got hit there, too. I was ready for the cross up. I ain't gonna lie. Damn.
That's... this... like, this matchup has been really fun.
Yeah.
Having the chat like, there is no mix, die.
Yeah, for real. The mix is you're dead.
Do not, this is like, do not pass go, do not collect $200. Here's 80k damage.
Oh my god, the boost is downtown. Check the approach. Let's go.
Absolutely. Kilo making sure this is a dominant set. Like, every single time we've seen him get a big hit, like, it is all of Nekotech's life.
Making it count, yeah. It's really trying not to take damage on the table, which
Bullying with Gran's close M to just absolutely take advantage of the fact that, like, Metera is a 6-frame character. She's dead.
oh my goodness, yeah, that was great conditioning right there.
Absolutely. Just completely bullying in the corner. Like, taking, like, that's one of the things, like, if you have like a 0 on block 6-frame, Metera just has to hold that.
Yeah.
Like, I use it with 6's close M. You'll see me, like, dash in and, like, just kind of be a jerk about it, but, like, that stuff is so nasty, man.
Euro on block, I think I have one of those. Let me check my frame data for my close medium real quick. Interesting, yes. Let's see, close medium 6 frame.
It used to be
Block
+1.
at 0. Let's
My
go.
man, we sent this man all the way over to Dust Loop.
Oh man,
Wait.
low key, I should just have Dust Loop open anytime I'm commentating because I always end up going in there to like check some like random shit.
Dude, somebody's got to integrate Dust Loop with like Twitch streams and like have it like read the characters and stuff, and then just let people like
That would
easily
require-
get like frame data and stuff.
All right, so Imp, be careful when you're going down this road because if you develop this idea too much, you're just gonna wake up at 2 a.m. one morning and just start working on it. So just be careful. I like where your head's at, but just take care of yourself, man.
No, what we really need is, like, the spectator option where, like, you get the Tekken frame data.
Yes, Tekken frame data combined with plus R
Wait, where it
rewind ability.
costs a sub to download it? Is that like a sub to access the frame data? Is that what you're getting at with the Tekken frame data?
No. I meant, like, how, like...
I like where your head's at, though. Now,
In Tekken
we're talking
Replay-
about monetizing.
And Tekken Replay is when you actually get the hit, or, like, when you see the hit, and you
yeah,
see,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
the frame data stuff, like, it pops off the hit.
That's sick.
It's pretty sick.
But enough about that. Like, we've got a match between, like, obviously 2 of our best players right now, and this is a really interesting mirror. But Senpai taking a pretty quick advantage of it. Has the 100-meter, pops OD. Now, this is the one thing that I think would, like, be really, really funny is if Metera could pop the other Metera's butterflies.
Yo, we were talking about that a couple weeks ago. Hell yeah, dude.
Like, I
So
think
crazy.
it would be the most toxic thing imaginable, but it would be really funny, so they should do that.
Yeah, absolutely. If I was a Metera player, I'd be like, hell no, but I'm not. So let's party, you know?
Yeah, no, it's all like much like her normals beating Rush. It should only be a Metera. Like other people can't pop her butterflies with fireballs.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with you. Oh my goodness, Axenstar taking that first game, and now it's just holding all this pressure in the corner.
That was such a funny anti-air. I'm really surprised we didn't see the match from Axen, but probably just happened so late. Like, I'm here watching it, but like I can't imagine just being straight up in the mix and like.
I'd be scared to press.
Yeah, it's such a nasty situation.
That is coming from a certified. Very scared to press there.
One thing I think that's really interesting is Senpai's changing up his playstyle a little bit to kind of like keep up with Axen. Like, definitely a bit more aggressive than we see. You know, Senpai likes to play that like very slow style, like tower defense, try to get in on me. But now, like we've seen him and he's just slugging it out with Axen. I'm curious about the switch. I'm curious about what necessarily prompted it, but I do think it's like a good idea, especially with how active Axen is. Like corralling Axen has shown that like very difficult for a lot of players, and I think that like just trying to meet him like on the field of honor is just
Yeah, it's a ballsy proposition, but if you can make it work, think of the dopamine rush you get if you beat Axen in the wrong game.
Oh, absolutely. And like fellow best 6-color user Dudikoff in the chat talking about like how this matchup is apparently pretty slow to play rough or play. It is tough to play it slow, which I think is actually really interesting in terms of like what the character can do.
Oh no!
Bad instance there, but manages to catch it. Axenstar has gotten so much mileage out of just really high hop come down off of Regale. Like just absolutely opened so many people up.
Alright, we're starting to see a little bit of momentum from SenpaiSpyder here. Oh, catches it out again? Yo.
Oh, catches it out, calls it out.
Alright, so you kind of called it out last time we saw SenpaiSpyder on the stream. The longer these matches go on, the more dangerous Senpai gets. And Axen needs to win this round, or we're gonna have a very interesting game.
I do agree. The other side of that too that I'm really curious about is like right now there has got to be a lot of pressure on Senpai. You are at tournament life, tournament point, and Axen has shown like repeatedly that he is willing just to swing and like his conversions are good, but this is a bad place. Catches the meter out. Senpai has every resource in the world, but has to be careful. If this goes wrong, it's an immediate kill. That's it.
There's the kill.
Tried to go in and set up like a funny overdrive setup. Axen already committed to the backdash. Gets the shot, calls it out. SenpaiSpyder going out today at 5th. Excellent play. Just you can tell a little bit of how this entire bracket has leveled up around SenpaiSpyder. Like for the longest time, he was winning every bracket he entered, just cooking everyone. And now with all things like you can only be the king for so long before people start coming for the throne, and we're seeing it. And the impressive thing about Senpai is like he's still there. He has to share it every other week, but like we always see him in like top 3 or top 4. Like it's very rare that we see him go out this early. So, you know, like that level of consistency as a player is just, again, I've said it before, I've said it again, like Senpai is an excellent player and consistent, which is very hard to be.
Yeah. This is, it's wild. It's also...
Room also got disbanded.
Yeah, no, I disbanded it because they were hopping on the setup before I could change it to first to 3. So I nuked it.
We had a bunch of those tonight.
While I remake it, just another reminder before we head into winners finals that we do have a matcherino for this evening, and we do have stretch goals. So we hit top 4 payout, but we can hit top 6 at 320 and top 8 at 660. Also, the room's back up if you guys want to join for spectating. Same keyword, everything.
Yeah, I'm coming in now. Linux piggybacking off my stream, Urchin.
Hey, thanks again, man. Appreciate it. You just call me a stream merchant?
No. Stream
No.
Vulture. Stream Vulture.
Stream Vulture, I'll take that too.
Now
Birds
we're
are
gonna. Now we're
powerful
going. So,
creature.
for those of you, if this is your first time watching, we are going to winners finals. Winners finals of the bracket is a first to 3 set compared to the normal first to 2 that you would see. The winner of this will go on to grand finals, and the loser will go down to the winner or to losers bracket to fight the winner of Kilo and Axenstar.
And I have a feeling we're gonna see quite a few adjustments here from both players. So first to 3, we got more games to go around, which means more time to adjust. And both of these players we have seen. We've seen quite a few of these adjustments. Xerom had pretty good turnaround against SenpaiSpyder after that first game, and Havaniceday was able to send Axenstar to losers in a very close set. So I'm stoked to see what these guys have, and I'm also excited to see who Havaniceday is going to break out. What do you think? Are we going to see Bubs, or are we going to see Six?
That's what I was wondering.
So I think he will go Bubs for this, and the reason I think that, excuse me, is that while Six has really good options, has a lot of ways to kind of deal with Charlotta aerial approach and ways to kind of pressure it, I think that Bubs just consistently has better anti-airs, has a real DP, has the ability to just kind of keep Charlotta at arm's reach. And I was right.
Yeah,
We are going to see the Bubs pick.
The characters that can keep Charlotta at arm's length are definitely definitely on the worst end of her matchup spread for sure.
Absolutely, like Xerom is very vocal about characters he does not like dealing with. Like, my man, like Beelzebub, Cagliostro is not even trying to deal with it.
Honestly, I feel that, you know.
And like
I hate dealing with this
the
too.
thing I'll say too about Xerom, and that's really important too, is like he is one of the few people who looked at Zom winning damn near everything and was like, this Cag's a problem. I'm gonna pick up Beelzebub and counterpick. Like, one of the few people that actually do that. So
Yeah.
he has some understanding of the character that may play a really big part in this matchup. But Hava immediately starting off.
This is the power Xerom right here though. Finds. Oh my goodness, was that a double overhead?
No, goes for the late jump U. It's like it's goofy mix, but calls it out. Unfortunately, doesn't get the full confirm off of it, and now Hava has taken this back to mid-speed.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Kind of the life lead right here. Still very much anybody's game. Oh, you see the staggers here looking for something.
We are, and the other thing too that we're seeing here that's really important is like Hava willing to just kind of like not overcommit. Sees that Xerom has a lot of options, sees he has a lot of meter, but Xerom manages to kind of take advantage of that and bust out and get the kill.
Yeah, that's consistent with what we've seen all night from Havaniceday, even when they were playing Six. It's just play at the mid-range, play the containment, like, don't overcommit, try not to over-challenge. Oh, but Xerom's been watching this stream. Starting to call out some of these jump back dive kicks. Let's go.
Yeah, this is the thing that we usually see kind of like back and forth is one, like both these players are exceptional, and the big thing we have to watch out for is just like kind of how they adapt to each other and how they like change their games and stuff. But
No punish on the disc command grab right there. I don't think Havaniceday was ready for that.
No, it's and like even if you escape that, it is kind of hard to like get that proper punish and like be ready for it. So it's dangerous. Like that stuff is so nasty.
Yeah, it's crazy. I always feel weird challenging Charlotta even flip makes up anything that's not too rich. And that is going to connect right there. Raw super. No, we got the punish. Oh, that was clean.
Oh man, this is gonna be interesting.
Not a ton of damage, but hey, you know you got the play.
Yeah.
That's going to be right there.
Yeah. And I think that was a really good decision, especially from Havaniceday. Kind of backing off. Only cooldown he had was DP, so trying to slug it out with Charlotta is probably not the best option, but managed to take advantage of a situation gone wrong.
Yo, this is only game one still. I just realized that. We're going to final round.
Yeah, this is
battle.
like I highly recommend everyone just dig in, because this is gonna get real nasty, and it's gonna be nasty for them.
Oh yeah, 100% agree. Case in point, Charlotta's got you locked down in the corner. We haven't really seen a lot of hard commits from the DP, and there's the light confirm calling out the parry for Xerom. I love that decision from Havaniceday.
Yeah, Hava is playing very much aware of that parry and like having to work around it, because there are some bug strings that Xerom can just mash through and kind of like take the advantage back for himself. But we've seen that a lot. We've seen a big thing from Hava tonight is like the way that his pressure is like it's consistent, but it's not heavily committal in a way that like locks him into an option. So when something comes swinging or when he has to like properly deal with or adapt to something, you know, he's not overcommitted. He's at a point where he can kind of take a step back and readjust, or like you still are locked down and you're still in a position where he has control, but it doesn't matter because it matters because Hava just took the round, but like it's just very good awareness.
And that's one of the strengths of Beelzebub too, like especially if you finish your strings with like Beyblade or something like that, it pushes you back to that neutral, that mid-screen range, where Charlotta has a really hard time like kind of poking out.
Yeah, this character has a lot of options really to kind of control spacing and like put you at the link.
Damn, Xerom still finding a hit though. Yeah, gonna be able to get into the corner. Doesn't go for the demon flip, just a regular throw, no tech. Another throw setup.
So we've seen a lot of like he'll do the whiff dive kick follow up off of demon flip and like set you up for like a kick throw setup, but unfortunately there Hava catches a bad option and just lets the SSBA rip. Getting a good grip of damage, making sure that everything's evened out. Now, both players are in like a pretty weird situation. Beelzebub has the options likely to go ahead and convert mid-screen to kill, but any hit from Xerom is dead.
Yeah, absolutely. This is still a very scary position for Havaniceday.
It's a very scary position, and now Xerom's in a point where like, yeah, where one, bad position, bad dive kick gets blown up, and was also in chip out, or in OD, so like chip was a huge problem.
Yeah, no health for Havaniceday either, so that would have been a checkmate either way. Ooh, nice DP right back at you though. I got the EX one, baby. Don't even try to come close.
Yeah, Xerom immediately just kind of working his way back in. Uses the EX ball to deal with the far slash setups from Beelzebub, but now, every time, so one of the things we see, like, and I think it's successful for Hava to like continue to play is we'll see like a really smart bust out, or we'll see like a really good, just calculated way to kind of reset or get us back to neutral, and then it's his turn. It's time to play. He's gonna do his.
Jesus, you see her poking right out with that. Yeah, the Charlotta ball. Another one. Yo,
bust out with a rush, counter rush, DP after.
We're
here
to party tonight. Let's go.
And this is the thing is like Xerom is a very disrespectful player until you force him to respect you, and even then, just absolutely like if he smells blood in the water, he smells like a lapse in judgment. Just will
still looking for it.
Yeah, still looking for it. Will immediately swing right back. But ties it up. We are 1-1 in this winners finals.
The difference between like Xerom being disrespectful with like parry and DP and Xerom just being surgical with it is like a very fine line. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, there's like not a huge margin of error on this, and like Xerom's really consistent. Like he's very good at calling out DPs in situations where you're not expecting them or where you're like kind of using like funny pressure. It's good, but it's not like concrete and just busts out. Even with Charlotta's slower. Speaking of DPs, man, very good call out with the XDP on that. Good call out from Hava.
Yeah, Bubs definitely has the tools to react to most of Charlotta's options, but Xerom does such a good job of switching them up though.
Hava getting a second to breathe. That could have been a really bad situation, but I actually really like the option that Havaniceday used, especially when he had set up the Karma, because knew that he had like a throw situation, a command throw situation, and just kind of a general pressure. But instead of overcommitting, walks back, doesn't get the anti-air. Unfortunately, I think he just like kind of got caught unaware, but like specifically was like scouted out what Xerom did and just unfortunately didn't get zero.
Yeah, now going into this next round with quite the advantage. Shooting the wall bounce. Yeah, all right. Quick finish it off, high low. Just going for the JU that time, and Xerom does not tech the throw.
Oh, gets the counter hit on that. Unfortunately, that's not the one that gives him a follow-up, but still has really good corner control. Has to be a little bit careful.
Xerom's switching up the way they're playing around Havaniceday's like jump backs, especially that.
You're
dead. That's it. Good
Very good.
stuff.
I'm not sure that's intentional, but I'm willing to give it because that was an very excellent conversion. Walks under, gets the hit, clutches it out. Have a nice day, taking the lead in the set again.
Yeah, even if that wasn't intentional, we got to give him Have a nice day.
Oh, safe jumps is gonna hurt. Have a willing to cool down cycle, probably gonna get slashed back. No, doesn't, but manages to go ahead and like keep that on deck. Cashes out with DP, does a grip of damage too. This is very good. Like we've seen Hava will traditionally like save that DP for like either a hard punish or as a combo ender, but we've seen him use it really effectively to stop specific entrance points for Xerom.
Yeah, and I think saving it for Charlotta Ball really makes Xerom think and like try to adapt how they're structuring their offense there, neutral, which obviously puts Beelzebub naturally. That's a punish. No.
Yeah, Xerom ready, or sorry, Have a nice day ready for it this time. We saw him go for like the heavy punish after that, but this time like gets a little bit less damage, but just actually gets the punish.
Are we about to see Have a Nice Day take it 3-1 over Xerom in Winners Finals? Is that what's happening?
You should not say these things out loud. You know commentators curse exists.
What do you mean?
Brother, you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Absolutely.
Step.
Showing a bit of signs of life from Xerom, trying to work his way back in, but has the corner. This is where Xerom wants to be. This is where his set play is effective. This is where he makes you guess into a really nasty strike throw. But
there it is again. Call out the Charlotta Ball. Dude, he's so consistent with that.
He's so consistent with that. Like we see him like call something out or like get a good hard call out and then immediately 5U out. Retake the position, not be in the corner. Like Hava is really good about like making his options get away from the corner, like safe and at a point where it's really hard to contest and like keep buffs locked down.
Most definitely. No punish on the whip dive kick right there. And Xerom actually pressing on the landing. Hey, it worked, so whatever.
Goes for the karma, unfortunately eats the ball for it. Jumps into the wake up super. Xerom not ready for it. And like, I get it. Bubs having command grab super is weird, and like I forget about it too. Like it's just unfortunately, like sometimes you make the wrong decision.
Yeah. I like the decision from Have a Nice Day there.
Yeah. That pushed Have a Nice Day out to the point there. I think he could have gotten a 2U punish on the EX 214, but
yeah,
I understand like maybe not taking that risk because it's just like if that with the amount of health going for like a fancy punch like that and like messing it up is just so much.
No drops. Tournament combos.
Absolutely. But speaking of tournament combos, like this is Xerom immediately like working his way to where he wants to be, but Have a Nice Day ready for the bust out.
Alright, Have a Nice Day to start this game.
It's the counter hit far H into the karma. This is gonna hurt bad. Even without the super cash out, like which I think was a really good idea because having the threat of command throw also reinforces the strike throw that Have was probably wanting to play here. But Xerom not wanting to deal with it.
That was it. That was the set right there. Neutral jump. If Have a Nice Day had coming out with the button, that would have been it.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate.
Oh,
Hava slowly working in. I have a sneaking suspicion he's just waiting for like the EX ball in or waiting for an opportunity to just punch the SBA. But Xerom not letting it happen. Doing the back jump L and keeping the active frames out, which I think was a really good idea. And we saw it. We saw why.
There have been so many just ultra smart mental like victories in this matchup, I guess you could say.
Xerom getting the good punish on the karma.
Yo, Xerom typing in the chat. Got him. Okay. Let's go, Xerom. Pop off. All right.
Hava kind of taking space and like not wanting to play this finals range, and I think it's the best course of action here, especially with just every single time that Xerom has gotten in, has managed to like maintain a bit of a lead. Like he is just cooked. So I can understand Hava just not even wanting to back that range. Keep Charlotta at arm's length. Don't deal with her, and just let her like hang herself trying to get in.
Especially if you hold on to your movement options, you can cycle your cooldown to neutral pretty effectively. Like cat and mouse.
Absolutely, like, and Bubs does a lot of things really well. He's a really good keep out character. Oh, this is the new route. Yeah, this is the new. That's the new routing from the Overdrive and Rush patch. Like now he gets a consistent combo off of that in the corner.
Clutch. And there it is again. I love how Have a Nice Day has started to use that EX dive kick as like a form of anti-air against like not only jump but also that bridge dive kick. And you can see Xerom going for the JL there, trying to call it out, just didn't work.
Oh, gets the. We played Street Fighter now. Got the anti-air jabs.
That was clean.
That was. I think that was actually just kind of like a perfect hitbox working out thing for Xerom, but very good awareness on that.
Calling out the teleport that time. That's the adjustment I want to see. Yeah. Don't let these Beelzebub players get away with fake teleports. Sure.
Walks under to go for the DP punish. Unfortunately, still blocks a little bit of it, but manages to bust out and do some damage.
Xerom's holding back right here. Cannot afford to take a hit. Oh, here we go. All right, shift.
With the way things are, neither of them can particularly afford a hit, but Xerom not dead yet.
Final game, final round. Once again, we are going the distance. This is like an incredible, win or lose, this is an incredible showing from Havaniceday.
This has been an incredible bracket, just all overall, you know, like we've seen some wild games.
Oh, just DP right through Karma. Love to see that.
Gets the jump U, and now in a good position to do some damage.
Jumping right over. Sweep right there. Karma once again taking plus frames.
One thing I actually really like from Hava's use of like back or dive kick is like we see him control space. Like he'll do the backdash and like go to kind of. You think that he's like just trying to bust out, and then he sees movement and just wrestling.
Yeah, called out like the demon from that's dead. Yo,
That's
have a nice
it.
day. Makes it 3-2 over Xerom, bro. I can't believe this run that Have a Nice Day is having.
Yeah, on one today, and like it shows. Like
That's crazy.
I've had a sneaking suspicion that with him entering brackets recently, like we were going to see a really interesting run, and lo and behold, it has been presented to us.
Damn.
Yeah, and we're starting to see a little shakeup with like I guess the normal power rankings, you could say. SenpaiSpyder and Axenstar having to face off in losers. And now Axen's got to play Kilo now, yo. So this is Kilo put his money where his mouth was at with Professor Nekotech, but can you beat Axenstar? That's the question.
Yeah,
This
is wild. This is not. If I was like doing like a bracket and just kind of like guessing, everyone's fantasy bracket destroyed.
Yeah, just cooked.
For real. Man.
We also got a donation during that set, taking us to the 169.
Hell yeah, yo. Let's
Nice.
Go. Who was that? Who? A rotary lever. All right, let's
Yeah.
go rotary lever. 169.
Thank you for the donation, Rotary Lever. Our players definitely appreciate it.
Oh, that's true. This is we're not. We're not free from Metera top 3.
No, we still got a little ways to go. Unfortunately,
we have.
That's on Kilo right now.
Yeah,
That's on Kilo.
Axen's still in,
Axen's-
so
Kinda? No, not kinda. Axen's still in. What are you
Axen's
talking
still
about?
Yeah, I know,
definitely,
like, this
definitely
is-
in.
Axenstar
Ain't no-
is still a threat.
Oh man, dude, I'm so hyped for this matchup. This is gonna be a friggin' banger.
Yeah, every single potential matchup we have going forward is just gonna slap.
I told y'all at the beginning of the stream, if you guys want bad games, you gotta go somewhere else because you're not gonna find them here.
Yeah, it's gonna be really like I want to see that. We said it earlier. Like Kilo is definitely the one to put his money where his mouth is in terms of just dealing with Metera. So I'm curious to watch it go. But Axen showed back up and immediately just started placing well and doing well in tournaments. And we've seen it like
grinding in the darkness. I think.
yeah, like before all time was known to man. Axenstar was in the lab.
Axenstar just hit that hyperbolic time chain. Got that power up. Oh, we're out. Yo, yes sir. Rush right through. I know you're not going to fireball right there. I watch the vids, baby.
Oh, this is gonna hurt too. Ghost gets the reset, closes it out.
Easy. And that's a power Axenstar right there. Like play some defense, get that one hit, and just it's game over.
And this is a very different cadence than what we saw with Kilo and Nekotech. Just immediately, like, Axen's very much willing to be just as aggressive as you are to him. So it's like a bit of a different style change against per Kilo, but uses the 5U to bait the 2U, or the 2H, and doesn't get anything off of it, but still managing to take the momentum and the area.
Yeah, like that wasn't a bad punish like damage-wise for Kilo, but positioning, this is a terrible spot to be in, and that is why right there you get clipped by one butterfly, hops, and then you're dead. Axenstar taking that first game, and this is
Kilo
longer
immediately mashing back into it too.
Oh yeah, we're coming with the violence now. Big anti-air to start, bro. This is bad for Kilo. Oh no.
Yeah, this is not looking good. We say this, but like Kilo is always 2 hits away from victory. And it's
Yes.
this is like you can never count Kilo out, even if this is not looking too good.
Even when they get hit by a perfect and get put on set point, they always got a chance. Always got a chance.
Absolutely, and like now, you know, this is where the real stuff comes out. Like we'll see Kilo. We've seen Kilo turn up the heat, like especially after some things go real south real quick. But now it's just a matter of like, can he pull it out?
So the routing, let's go. We got those. Okay.
Bust out with rush.
Sniped. Absolutely sniped. Somebody clip that and put the Call of Duty hitbox in that. Oh, that was crazy.
Oh, it's unfortunate. We've seen
that's-
it. Like Axen is so just willing to kind of mash out that 2H, and 2H regardless, managing to take a quick 2-0 over Kilo.
Man, just that was domination right there. That was utter domination. Kilo might have to go back to the lab, try to get the Metera scrolls going again. Ah man, that was crazy.
Absolutely,
Tools
and like,
spoke into existence.
dude, I swear, man, we should kill that guy.
Oh damn! Just as like a goof though, you know, just like, ha, we got you. You know?
Comical murder.
Comical murder. Yeah.
Oh man.
The classic. Wow, my buddy told me that after friggin' Defend the North. So I got second at Melty at Defend the North because it was the same weekend as Climax and all the good players went to Climax. Told my buddy I got second. He's like, yo, we should find the guy who got first and just break his legs. Just as a goof, just for fun. I'm like, yeah, that would be funny, right? Yeah.
Tool, I love you. I don't want to kill you. You still owe me $15 though.
Don't forget.
Yeah. I will
might run up against the
I'm never gonna collect that money from you, but I will let you know it every time.
YBF collection squad ain't rolling through?
No, not tonight.
All right, not tonight.
This is more for the culture and not for the cash.
Not for the organized crime.
No.
Oh, that's fair.
But
All right. So Xerom facing off against another Metera player right here. They sent SenpaiSpyder to Loser to see if they can eliminate Axen, but Axenstar off to a great start right here.
we are back to 1st to 3 as well. And this is the thing, like I'm really curious to see how this kind of plays out because we talk about every single bracket we're gonna run SenpaiSpyder and Xerom, but Axenstar is a very different beast, and so I'm curious if like some of the options that Xerom normally uses to blitz against Senpai are gonna work against the Metera who's willing to swing back just as fast.
And these, if anything can be said for these players, they are both willing to swing.
Yeah, and I actually really like that setup from Axen. Goes for it, sets up the meaty, has the jump in, trying to bait the wake up EX ball or wake up option, but doesn't really matter. Axen taking a very quick
Axen is just on fire right now. I think Axen took it personally going to lose that early, and now we're just seeing Axen unleashed.
Yeah, Axen's wanting that run back real bad.
No doubt.
Oh, gets the clash!
Oh, that's it, dude. You're dead.
Yeah, that was such good awareness. Unfortunately doesn't have enough damage to close it out, but doesn't matter.
Somebody take my channel points from me. I have called so many you're deads that were just completely wrong tonight.
I'm sorry. Listen, buddy, we're gonna check you into Gamblers Anonymous. I hate to say it.
Appreciate it. I'm a gambling man at heart. That's why I play Lancelot.
Yeah, we'll see how this all goes. But listen, man, if you like gambling, let me tell you about Gran.
Oh man, really? Is that a gamble too? Because that's something like I would love.
You like rolling dice?
I do like rolling.
Are you good at it?
Well,
This is not a home for you, weakling.
All right, good talk.
Good talk. Oh man, speaking of like, I feel really bad because like you and I will have like the briefest tangent, and then Axen has taken 80% of someone's edge.
Right, I know. Which I
Nash. Oh, unfortunate. Axenstar ready for it, but I would say ready, but like mash and spot dodge after you see the animation start up because you're recovering from the other smart spot dodge, and like doesn't get the punish, but it doesn't matter. Axen taking the point.
Oh no! That's like the action special right there. Is that little hop arrow type thing? Like they're
him and Skyfarer are using it really well in terms of just a way to make you. It covers like two options. It covers wake up mash. It covers no, it covers multiple. Like it covers tech. It covers rush. You know, if you make a bad option, speaking of cooking, you anti-air supers, we got those. Axen speed running tonight.
Another perfect too.
Believe in victory.
Another
Battle 1. Engage.
James Chen's gonna beat your ass if you're wrong one more time, Lennox. Damn. Ban Lance players? No, we're unbannable. Sorry.
Bro, man, like do not summon the ghost of James Chen here. I know he's still alive, but his ghost will haunt us.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh, I love the pressure reset right there from Xerom, just taking those plus frames. But Axenstar just knows when to blast.
Xerom kind of manages to dodge the guillotine there, because that was a really bad situation if that butterfly had hit correctly. But now in the corner, has to block. Has a couple bust out options to really get out of here, but like Axenstar immediately just kind of piling that on, and like this is not a space where Xerom can this is not a space where Xerom can pop OD safely, but it doesn't matter. It gets the SSBA and like finally a hit, but Axenstar managing to hold, like that's the thing, like Axenstar's space control is ridiculous. Doesn't let you in, and now he's on set point, and he's on 3-0 against Xerom. Like for a 3-0 against Xerom, which is almost unheard of.
Yes, absolutely. I think we saw that in like winners finals a couple weeks ago, but that's it. Like we don't see that happen.
Yeah, it's not a common occurrence.
No, it's Xerom is just kidding. Oh man, and it's hard. Like what's the adjustment here, right?
Yeah, like
make more reads. I don't know.
That's the thing is like Xerom also has like such a huge mountain to climb if he wants to win this back, but it's not looking good in the corner against Metera. Oh, gets the hit. This is gonna be bad. Put the butterflies down. Go for the setup. DP's out.
There it is. Just make the right reads. Here we go.
Yeah, this is the first. Oh, that's dead.
No drops. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, no drops.
Right.
Make sure that kills. You do not want it. Do not want to go to another. Do not want to go to another like interaction against Metera.
No, we're not into second chances here at the School of Charlotta.
Oh, absolutely. Like it's just gonna be ridiculous. But Xerom showing signs of life in that last game. Hopefully able to manage it out. I want to see this go the distance, but it's not looking good.
No, this is. You were talking about space control earlier. This is.
Oh, this is the thing too. We've seen Axen is so consistent on his anti-air game and just made it count there. Got the 2H, popped the butterflies, did a metric shit ton of damage, and now closes it out for the run back versus Havaniceday.
Wow, that's all I gotta say about that, dude. 3-0 over Xerom, and I think Xerom took what, that one round? That was
that was one round out of like 6 rounds, man. Like, it's ridiculous.
That's absurd.
Sorry, technically 7, but there's 6 rounds to win.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. So this was very close in top 16, right? This went to final game, final round, pretty much final hit, if I remember correctly.
It was 2-1.
Yeah. And now it's first to 3 territory, grand finals. Axen does need 6 games, and I think that's going to be like kind of the deciding factor here.
I do. One thing I will say is I think the longer this set goes on, the more it's going to favor Axen.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah, it's just we've seen that like Axen in a longer set definitely like peppers more tech in, throws things out. It's just like I know it's a weird thing to say, but like I think that in terms of just Metera and the depth of her the longer the set goes on, the more you can pull out like
from more stuff.
Yeah. I think that's going to be a big part of just trying to break Havaniceday mentally, because I think that is absolutely the goal right here for your Axenstar. Havaniceday also took Xerom to final game, final round, and was able to clutch it out and like still looked solid the whole time. You know what I mean? We saw a couple mistakes here and there, but no more than like what's common for winners finals. You know what I mean? High stress environment.
Yeah, like this is
very solid play.
For as consistent and as like stable as these players are, this is game day. This is where the pressure is absolutely at its highest. So you know, mistakes can happen here, and like it's not an indictment of you and the player. It's just that's how much stress you are under.
Oh, mistakes will happen, absolutely. Like I don't think there's any question about that. Like we see that all the time, especially at a high level. Like you're down, you make a couple big mistakes, or even just one small mistake that snowballs. It's things have a bad habit of going down fast. Imp, shout out to Imp for $4.14. Tried to just have some money chilling in your wallet.
I had so when we sell the merch on the Matcherino, it just gives me the money as Matcherino balance. So
hell yeah.
I toss that in to the pot. So just one last big shout out that we do have a Matcherino for this evening. If you want 6 of the gamers we saw today to get paid, help us hit that 320 mark, or at least like the 200 mark. I feel like we can beat Melty, or at least tie Melty. That's the goal. I mean, I laugh, but we have had like massive angel donors just kind of come in with Granblue in particular.
Yeah, so we every now and then we just get like that. Hey, I just put $150 in.
Yeah.
I don't know you don't know who I am, but I did.
I did it.
So just a quick reminder, the link is in chat. Do the sponsor quests. They also just toss free money into the pot. And if you're able, maybe you got some money just sitting in your Matcherino account like I did a second ago, just toss a few dollars in. I know all the gamers would definitely appreciate it. And I think we've had some good sets, so I'd really like to pay out as many people as humanly possible.
This has been like an all-timer bracket for WASD Open. Like we definitely want to see people kind of get their just desserts.
And now we got the run back for grand finals.
Absolutely. Waiting on both players to start, but we may have just not given them the go ahead.
No. Yeah, I didn't give them the go ahead. I wanted to shout out the Matcherino one more time.
With the way everything else has gone tonight, I wouldn't have been surprised if they just mashed into it, but they're learning. We're teaching them.
You'll love to see it, dude.
You really do.
Man. Don't forget too, we got something coming up at the end of the month here called the crossover arc, which I'm very excited about.
Axen's gonna be there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I'm very excited for that little offline Metera action.
Toilet humor in the chat. I will click on the Matcherino when Seox is up 2 games.
Damn. Let's go. All right.
I respect it.
This is
a man who knows what he wants, and he ain't putting it out until he gets it.
Hell yeah. That's kind of like gambling, right?
No, that is the opposite of gambling. That's
no, you're right. That's hedging your bets. Yeah.
This is like rich people gambling, where even if they're wrong, they're still not broke.
Oh, right, because they get the bailout from.
Yeah, no.
Oh, that's right, our money. Yeah. Big toilet humor is out here, like not willing to. My man's got those hedge funds, or the hedge fund dollars on him. Yeah, he's got that hedge fund OS, or as I like to call it, the British potato famine OS going on. You know what I'm saying? We make a mistake and you just take it out on Ireland instead. You just make it their problem.
We're gonna see you out back after this is all said and done. Do not appreciate you commenting on the torment of my people.
Hey, listen, if you've ever seen me in person, you know I have a very strong Irish heritage.
Yeah, respect your heritage, young man. Oh man, oh god. Already, it keeps happening, but it's okay. This match is like, now we're seeing some really funny stuff. Like, Havaniceday has been really good about enforcing strike throw, and especially just making sure every single one counts. But has to be careful here, especially. Axen had rush on deck, didn't cash it out, manages to, or Havaniceday manages to get out of there and just kind of make it count. But bad sweep at the start of the round, immediately gets cornered. Now has to play against Hava to deal with all of the strike throw that we've seen Hava do so much work with.
That's the scary part about 6. Like, how many times, if you've been playing this game for this long, like, you've been dealing with 6 pressure, and you know what getting counter hit in the corner for 1 million damage feels like. Have a nice day, like you said. doing a super good job of just enforcing that strike throw game. Case in point, taking the first game with a perfect. That was clean.
Absolutely. We've seen it. Like, Ava's willing to just kind of bide his time until he gets in, and then once he's in, he starts swinging.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we got a butterfly on the table. Cover the hop. Ooh, fireball on their own. Have a nice day. Poking out of the corner.
Absolutely, and managing to use all of his resources to immediately go corner to corner in this, which is excellent awareness from this nice player. We've seen it every single time. Like, Axen will try to bust out or try to like make an option to get out, and Have a Nice Day is just ready for it.
Finally gets out with the rush that time though. Trying to play around these butterflies. Yeah, you got to back off a little bit. Okay, give him that space.
Finally seeing the 5U call out against Empty Hand, and Axen managing to close it up. This is not where Hava wants to be, and Axen punishes a mistake, gets the rush, closes it out. First round up.
Yeah, this is the grand finals I came here for. All right, make it a little adjustment, making it happen.
That was unfortunate. I think that was an input error from Hava.
Yeah, I think so too. Kind of a weird spot that Axen would try to poke out, but hey.
The old input buffer is the biggest nerf to 6 than any other thing.
True. So true. All right.
And nerfs don't matter though. Hava cashing out all that damage isn't enough to kill, but puts Axen in this bad position.
Doesn't OS the jump in either. Oh.
Yeah, no. I think it's a bad situation. Like, the thing about this though is Axen knows the OS call out, or the call out against the OS for OD, so it's something that like you can either just kind of like you can play around that, or like you can go for that, or just kind of like I'm just gonna taper off and like I'll deal with an OD pop. I have a lot of damage, it's fine, or I have a lot of health, it's fine.
For sure. And getting a little less health with this chip damage though. Oh man.
Yeah, Axen making the best of like all this space to kind of whittle 6 down, but Have a Nice Day hasn't really taken a lot of substantial damage from this. Like, we see chips in a little bit, but like hasn't eaten any raw arrows or like hasn't taken anything on hit. So it's not the end of the world, but he needs to make a good decision fast, and a good decision came. Calls out the 623X with the Empty Hand and just gets into close.
Yeah, that was like the trademark patience we've seen from Have a Nice Day so far. Like, recognize, I got 30 seconds left on the board. That's an eternity right now. I need one good hit.
Absolutely. Good awareness on the fireball. Manages to go ahead and roll in. Gets the meaty counter hit 2L. Axen mashes it out, and now Have a Nice Day is exactly where he wants to be right now. Set up that strike throw game. Axen does have a decent amount of meter, but Hava immediately busts out, does not give it to him.
Almost calling out the back shift right there.
So you actually, there's no, unfortunately, like is rush is not like a good punish for that. If you can react to it with a parry, and you can react to parry with it and light it up.
Yeah. And we've seen, I don't remember if it was Axen or one of the other Metera players punishing the rush down with spot dodge too, which is kind of like an underutilized option if you read that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And Axen,
goodness! I can't believe that granted. That is crazy.
Absolutely.
Rush beats the parry unless you hold it. All right, good to know.
I was lied to. How dare they?
Oh, good patience, yeah, and still ready to jump in too. Doesn't get smoked on that. Giving up a little bit of space. Still, you got the life lead right now. Don't need to overcommit. Play around the butterflies. Don't get too crazy with it.
Unfortunately, that's a good jump. Catches like the tail in like the last couple of active frames of butterfly and just gets blown out of it.
Not a tragedy though. Like no big damage. Still a neutral. It landed the parry. That's what I'm talking about.
Good call out on the empty jump or on the empty low. Manages to kind of, like tries to go in, tries to backdash VOD, just doesn't work out. But what does work out, meets in the air, catches him on the way down, and gets the punish.
Dude, okay, there it is. That's gonna
That's dead.
Nope. Absolutely rushed out, punished. I love it. Yo.
Yeah, just like don't even go for anything fancy. Button, rush, special, close it out.
And this is reset point right here. Have a Nice Day is on the verge of running it back against Axenstar 3-0.
Really good conversion off the round start 614M to like round start. That's kind of the perfect spacing to where if you do it, you can still finish with something after, but it's the counter hit and converts. And Have a Nice Day. This is a bad place for Axen to be, man.
They got a chance here, but have a nice day. Oh no, this could be tragic, honestly. Yup, keeping it safe, mindful of the parry, but the EX claws are enough, and have a nice day resets the bracket without dropping.
Nope, have a nice day was winners. Have a nice day was winners side.
Yeah, that was winners. It's over.
That was over.
Sorry.
Yeah,
We're out of here. In grand finals on winner side, that like I just forgot. That's crazy.
Yeah, you are out of your mind.
I am completely out of my mind. He won, taking the set. Jesus Christ. Can you tell I've also been up since 5?
Yeah, listen, we've had a little bit of technical issues tonight. I really apologize, guys. It's like internet, like me having to switch some stuff over. It's a bit unfortunate, but we're here, okay?
Hell of a bracket though. Shout out to Have a Nice Day. That was the cleanest run against some of the best players we've seen.
Yeah,
some of the best players we've had into these brackets.
Yeah.
Hava managing to like make a hell of a run. Took out pretty much like Axen was one of the top seeds in this, and just absolutely Hava managed to that first game clinched it out. Second set, like 3-0'd it, like made it look clean too. Like there were a couple of spots where Axen managed to come back, but Hava still managing just to close it out the way he needed to.
So that game that Axen won in round 4, top 16, that was the only game that Have a Nice Day lost all night.
Yeah. 2-0, 2-0. Then
no, Xerom. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're right.
Xerom.
3-2.
All right,
that was
3-2, sorry.
the winner's final set.
All right, Linux, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm gonna need you to. It's time to go to bed, old man.
Yeah, it's time to go to bed. No, this is the best part. Is I'm gonna go into work now because I have to go give my crew chief his review. So yeah.
Godspeed.
Yeah,
Like
you.
You can't read. I stumble over my words. We're gonna get through this together, buddy.
Roll Tide. All right, let's get it.
We also had a few Matcherino donations come in, so just want to say a couple of quick thank yous. Dr. Sauce again with another 27. Yeah, Beth Stroll with 953, taking us to 209.69. Thank you all for the donations. I know our top 4 gamers are definitely going to appreciate it. So have a nice day, Axen, Xerom, and Kilo. If you guys haven't already, please make sure to join the Matcherino so I can get everybody paid out after the stream. For those of you who don't know at this point, these are weekly. So the next one will be next Wednesday. No, we're taking next Wednesday off because of crossover at the end of the month, and I've got to go start setting up the venue. So there won't be an open next Wednesday. We'll pick up on the 29th. I just wanted to double check that really quick. But we do have Granblue Beginners this weekend. That's always a fun bracket. So if you've been watching, either thinking about getting back into the game or just picking it up for the first time, we have like a more beginner focused bracket that you can sign up for if you join the Discord. We run that Swiss into like a single elimination cut to get, depending on how many entrants we have. So you get a ton of games. Because it's Swiss and not round robin, you kind of get matched. Like the bracket will eventually kind of filter down and match you with people closer to your skill level. It's a lot of fun. I would definitely hop in it. It's my favorite bracket to watch. I like watching beginner brackets a ton.
They're great to commentate too. Like it's just I think it's one of those things where like the beginner bracket is really special because it gives like newer players a chance to really thrive. They get used to being on stream, they get used to playing, and it's just it's a good activity. And especially like Granblue is one of the more popular ones. Like we get a lot of people in those brackets.
Hell yeah.
They're
especially
like
the Swiss format, like you said, just get more games.
Yeah. Other stuff coming up. We have BlazBlue tomorrow. Ryer's hosting that. That also is like a stack bracket in general. So if you like some BlazBlue, come by and watch. Next Monday, we've got our Melty season, which is, we're in the final stretch. I think we only have like 4 more before we head into the LCQ and the finals event. And yeah, obviously crossover, where if you can't make it, well, I mean, we're full right now. So if you want to join, you have to join the wait list.
That wait list.
Listen, I have $50 American. I'm gonna need you to put me in that bracket.
doesn't cover the entry fee,
man.
unfortunately.
No. That's separate from the entry. That's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
little
That's just
oh,
for you, buddy.
just
That's a little
straight
soft.
for me. Oh,
That's
I
what we
see.
call in the biz a bribe.
Yeah.
see.
I am here to ruin your ethics.
Granblue will be that Sunday.
Sunday
it's
game,
gonna
all
be-
right.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's Sunday is gonna be Granblue, Uni, and Type Lumina. Top 8s for all those games are gonna be streamed here on this channel, and pools are gonna be streamed on Lunar Phase. Oh, is the audio melting now? Did we finally hit that point in the night? Well, I'm just gonna mute it.
It's 11 p.m.
You know, we
Jeez.
made it. We made it through the whole bracket until the end, so I'm just gonna mute it. But yeah, those are my big shout outs. Definitely tune in. We got a $1,000 prize pool for Granblue, plus like all the entries and everything. So it should be a good time. And a lot of the gamers that you see in our online brackets are gonna be playing. But
Shout out to whoever donated 1 cent to the match arena to make it 70 cents instead of 69.
oh, so that's the way the new sponsor quests with the overlays make. Like you can see how we have breakout in the corner.
Yeah.
That's how those work. Is
Interesting.
as they're on stream, they steadily add like pennies.
Oh, that's crazy. All right.
Yeah. So I saw TNS has like multiple. So I'm wondering if I can just get multiple and maybe get like 5 cents at a time.
Hell
We'll
yeah.
see. But
Stacked to the ceiling.
I'm gonna send everybody over to Ryer's stream. I think he's finishing 999, which is a sick visual novel, and I kind of want to chill to that for the rest of the evening. So I'm gonna send everybody there.
All right, yo, have a great night. Peace, y'all.
See ya.
Take care, y'all.